last time on the Great Escape. You guys finally you breached the bunker in the in Genozo, where you had previously fought the Jagged Sword and drove them out of the town. And when you breached the bunker, you stumbled upon a massive fortune in gold bars, World War II era weaponry, yeah, a bunch of uniforms which were burned, and a bunch of radio equipment. And you made your way back to your own bunker, funnily enough. Just bunker to bunker.
Oh,
And
just a quick side note. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but something that just dawned on me that you'd asked about before.
yep,
Did you, so for the World War, because you mentioned the World War II weapons, and it made me realize, did you ever come up with stats for them, like via a copy of Infantry Weapons of the World?
I did not. That's I I was thinking I'd forgotten to do
I
something for this
do have
session, and
Infantry Weapons of
I
the World
didn't.
up, so worst case scenario, if we sell this shit, then I can let you know what the price of something would be by 4E rules.
Yep,
Sorry to
yep, that's
cut you off,
perfectly
but that
fine.
just dawned on me, and I wanted to address that before it.
Nope, you're fine. It had slipped my mind. I'm glad you brought it up. But yeah, you've returned to the bunker. It is currently when we left off, it was May 11th in the evening. So I'll go ahead and I'll advance it to the next day. So it is now dawn, or like 6 o'clock in the morning on May 12th. Didn't advance for a second, but yeah. So I'll put you down to the bunker sublevel because at 6 a.m. Everyone who is manning the radio station, you um basically you get you get like a hailing on the radio, like whoever is like manning it. So like what do you do?
Answer it. I mean, I think that's kind of
Well,
obvious.
who would be on the radio? I might be if I'm working in the tech room or something like that.
Mhm.
Well, we have like comms equipment in this room in the upper left, and then the repair room is on the opposite, like mirrored side.
Yeah, you have a dedicated radio room, and I'm assuming you'd be taking shifts to like who'd be on and off the clock.
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely be on the clock.
I say,
Okay.
in terms of how movements are, it's like I imagine like Gorm, goes, morning, potty break, shower, and then instantly just goes like, where the hell is everybody? And just kind of goes looking until she finds them in the hereabouts.
Was that a joke that Martin was in the toilet?
Uh, I mean, you gotta go, you gotta go.
Okay. All right.
I, s-
So
I swear to God, Martin was taking a gigantic shit.
Gorm had you beat, but anyway.
okay.
Yeah, because she didn't flush.
Hey, I did, she says.
Am I the only one that's been leaving them?
No, Gorm doesn't flush either.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Yes, I do.
No, listen, you guys are taking them. I'm leaving them. What's up with
Oh
that?
God.
What are you doing with those?
You flush them.
Yeah.
All right then. Um.
What a
So
ridiculous
as you
conversation.
Hey, you
Okay.
started it.
okay, so
Yeah, and I'm pinching it
you
off right now.
Good lord.
okay, the message comes across your radio equipment. Um, Ray, you were there to pick up, the, pick up the call, and yeah, as you pick it up, um, this is the message that you receive. I'm giggling and I'm losing my ability to talk. Okay.
I guess you could say you're losing your shit, or at least three of the party members did.
Yes, thank you.
Over the airwaves comes a haunting voice saying, "Gang, gang, gang, gang."
I have no idea what that means.
Okay. Right. This is a message from um this is a message to all troops remaining in Poland and well to all NATO and US troops in Poland. You are ordered to pull back to how do you pronounce this word Sassnitz. It's look at it. Yeah. Sassnitz in northern Germany, or yeah, in northern Germany. What remains of the U.S. fleet, we are leaving Europe to return to the United States. Um, we are expected to leave at the beginning of June. Again, um, any and all personnel who remain in Europe begin, pull back to Germany and begin reporting to Sassnitz. Yeah, like that's basically like we're pulling out. We're gonna start returning to the United States. Anyone who wants to come with us, start making the long haul to Germany any way you can to if you want to go home.
And I bet this asshole's bouncing all over the walls. This guy right here.
Yep.
Does
It's like
so how do we know that this
it's like the
message
Cuckoo
is
Stir Cocoa
authentic?
Puffs, dude.
That's a good point. I mean, is it coming through on like a U.S. frequency, or is there like an authorization code or something?
Yeah. It is preceded by like an authorization code, and it does specifically mention that these orders are being passed down by Rear Admiral Oswald Grover, and he is like the last like
Roper?
Gromer. Groemer. I'll put it in
Oh,
the thing.
Gruner.
thought we
Maybe
had
he should
another.
be Emily. Maybe next time we play the Driven to Simulesters in Stellaris, he should be the governor, or better yet, Commander Admiral Grupper.
Dear Lord.
Admiral Simmons.
No, Simmons wasn't a rapist. He was just a sadist.
Yeah, my point exactly.
Okay.
Gruner. That's how you pronounce that. Gruner.
Thank you. That's who
He's-
like it's. That's who the orders are being passed down by.
Depends if you want to have it pronounced German, in which case it's Grömer, or if you want to have it pronounced in English, then it's Gromer. Gromer.
Grover, probably.
I get it. He's a rear admiral because he's leading in the rear. I mean, from the rear.
So, is
God
he a
damn it,
groomer or a
Cody.
groper?
Grummer.
Okay.
Thank you. Gromer Pile, thank you. I applaud you, Travis. And thank you for the Star Wars reference. Or wait, is it Star Wars?
No, it's Full Metal Jacket.
No, the older code, my lord, but it checks out.
Oh, that yeah, that's Star Wars.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know that's Full Metal Jacket. I'm not that behind on like not that out of the loop on certain things. But yeah, these orders from what you can tell, they are authentic, and this is a name that you do recognize like as someone who was in charge of of like certain parts of of a part of the military before things went to shit.
Like maybe like was he
You know,
like the admiral of the fleet that brought the U.S. troops here or something?
well, he was the rear admiral, so he was like kind of like he had like the ships that were like in reserve. Basically, he has what was left.
Alright.
He has what's left of the U.S. fleet under his command. But yeah.
Alright, let's go.
But yeah, that is the message that you receive on May 12th, 2000. So yeah, what do you guys
The
you know,
first thing Gorham does when she after
floor's
she listens
open.
to the message, she just slowly turns to look at Arthur, who is Polish, and then to Martin, who is Dutch, and then I guess also to this Danish guy. But
Well, Martin looks back and goes, I wonder how much is left of my home.
so
And how we're gonna get a T-72 to an American ship.
Paint
Well,
it
we have-
blue so they know we're the good guys.
well, we did have a special symbol painted on it, which at
Okay.
least kind of implies that it's non-standard, private ownership.
Private ownership of a tank.
Hey, that's legal.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
I mean, I once
There's
saw a
quite
fucking
few.
British Challenger for sale on eBay, so.
Man, that was half the British tank fleet.
But anyway, so
There's
Gorham.
a guy who has a.
What?
There's a guy who has a German Panther, like fully rebuilt and shit. It's beyond. Yeah, there's no words for it.
There's a
Um,
guy in, yeah, I think Berlin that just had one hidden in his basement, fully functional, like for the better part of a century, until the German police just found out, like they were there on something completely unrelated, and they're like, "You have a tank in your basement."
Yeah, don't you?
So many questions.
A hot water tank, not a, you know.
But anyway,
Okay.
but Gorham, like I mean, kind of for once, kind of a concerned look. Like I mean, a little bit of relief with Martin, and then she looks over to Arthur and says, like, so, are you going to come with us to America, or is this goodbye?
Ah, fuck, man, I guess so.
Well, little delighted. Hold on, where is it? Well, Emily referring to a different Emily. You can probably hear this in your head. Like squeaky toy, squeak a delight when she hears that both both of her, or at least from her perspective, friends from Europe are coming back with us. So, and Henrik. I mean, is Henrik going to come with us, or is he going to just go back to Denmark?
Let me look
Is
at
Denmark
this.
still there?
It's on the way.
No, I mean, like, is it still like
Alive,
there?
intact.
Yeah,
Is it there or is there a big hole?
yeah. Is there a Denmark-shaped hole?
It's like that, like, you know that meme? It's like, bro, I know 5 fat people and you're 4 of them. It's like, bro, I know like 5 nuclear craters and you're 4 of them.
Yeah, I would say Henrik would go back to the United States with you. Because I
Awesome.
like double checked his moral code and his big dream. Neither really say he really wants to go home. So I'm gonna kind of like push toward, yeah, he'll stay with the party.
Okay. And then I guess also, Zavatska is, I mean, I'm assuming probably she'll stay with us, or is she gonna stay here in Poland?
Yeah. Zavodska, and you'll learn this from your other medic, Stash Man.
Oh right, yeah, God, I
Or
forgot about him too. I'm just looking at who's in the room.
Yeah. Um, they all both stay in Poland.
Oh,
So,
okay, so it's not completely happy.
you know.
I mean, do they
Did you
want
just
to?
say hiccup?
What?
Did you say hiccup?
Me or Emily?
No, you. Did you say hiccup or not?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I was just gonna say that in terms of like, there's, I mean, definitely some disappointment when Gorham finds out that the two of them are going to be staying behind. So then, I mean, I guess the question that I would ask is, are they going to travel with us to the to Sassnitz, or are they going to stay here at the bunker?
Um, well,
I mean, if they stay here, the bunker's all theirs. But
yeah. Well, Zavadska will say this. She'll say, "Well, I'm guessing that you aren't really going to be coming back to the bunker, are you?"
I don't think we would have enough time to or reason to go back. So yeah, I mean, we're probably just gonna take. I mean, not all of the loot, but I mean, well, obviously all the gold, but um, travel
Can't
like,
forget the gold.
yeah, no, that'd be stupid. Um, but like, we wouldn't have enough time or a reason to like travel all the way to Germany and then suddenly go, hey, oh, you know what? I forgot something back at the bunker, so just drive all the way back, and then obviously fuel. So like,
Yeah.
if we're leaving this place, we're leaving it. So
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
So,
yeah. Oh, go ahead, Martin.
where's the exit?
the exit to the bunker, at bottom left.
Okay.
It's
Yeah. Yep.
this little
I
hatch.
see it. Yep.
This is like a full-on like below ground like bunker. Like you have to go down like a ladder.
Yeah, in retrospect,
And
I should have put a ladder up there, but I just put the hatch just to make it kind of obvious.
Mhm. I need to take a call very fast. I'm very sorry, guys.
Do what?
Take a quick call. I'm
All right,
sorry.
sure.
We're gonna make poop jokes again.
No,
Okay.
enough of that shit.
I'm gonna grab some coffee.
I guess now that the subject of returning to the United States um, is coming up, because I know Travis has said he's from Texas. Um, has like, this is mainly Gorham saying it's a Ray. Ray, have you did you ever mention where Ray is from state-wise? Megas? I don't know if you're there or
Yes.
not. Oh, what state is Ray from?
I don't think I
Oh.
picked one.
Oh.
Ontario.
And Gorham looks at you as like, well, maybe that's where he's from, but
You
so
mean
maybe.
California, of course.
Oh. I guess so.
I'm back. Sorry about that again,
Yeah.
guys. But
Yeah. Well, I was just saying that Gorham was trying to make small talk, and like now that the subject of going back to the U.S. is coming up, like she's just kind of like, so where are you guys from? Because I mean, we already know that Travis is from Texas, or at least if memory serves.
Yep.
Gorham, has said before that she's proud Arizonan.
mhm.
And then she
And
was
then
asking.
you're asking Ray, I believe.
Yeah, I was just curious if he had something in mind. And then let's see, Edwin, I think he Oh, well, he was apparently born in fucking Vietnam.
Oh yeah, because he's a military brat.
Yeah, well,
He's also from Arizona.
oh, I'll be damned. Okay. So he's coming to the Grand
Him and
Canyon
his-
State with me, and then Rabid Robert is, I mean, God, who knows?
He did not say, or if he did, I don't remember.
He's probably living in like some layer beneath. Or maybe he lives like 2 trailer parks down from the Reynolds brothers. I don't know. Oh, that brings a good point. Are they going to be coming back with us, or are they still going to be searching for Mike? I mean, we haven't had contact with him in a while, so.
Yeah. I'm still thinking on that because there were several times where I thought it would be funny where, we cut to a scene where you're like in the middle of going back and you just look over the side of your boat and you see that they're like a fucking pontoon like going back to
They're
the
rapidly
US.
paddling, like, paddle harder, clueless.
Yeah.
And he's paddling the wrong way
Yeah.
and holding the oar upside
So
down.
yeah. So that's a solid like maybe. At this point. Hell, I might like work with you, Cody, to make more demented members of the Reynolds clan, just so we have U.S. members,
Well, I
so
mean,
that these four can continue their search.
Now, keep in mind, some of them are their uncles and yet their cousins and brothers as well.
Well, I mean, we'll keep in mind, first of all, the Reynolds brothers are, like the Reynolds clan is in Texas. I did in Steel Talons have like a few extra, like, yeah, I think like 9 brothers total, but only like a handful of them were actually fleshed out.
Yeah,
So,
but
I like
just
to
because I
think
think it's
that
funny.
there's
Oh,
thousands of them.
there's what?
oh,
There's how many?
I said I'd like to think that there's thousands of them just lying in
gosh.
wait across the world.
Yeah, about a quarter of the population of Texas. It's just the Reynolds brothers.
They're like sleeper agents.
But yeah, to answer your question, that's a solid maybe. Whether these four will actually go back to the U.S.
Well, maybe they see the ship, or like they hear rumors of the ship. It's like, oh, maybe it's going to Syria.
Yeah.
And like then the ship goes back to like DC. Like, no, we're in Yuppie Land. No. They went to the exact opposite place they wanted to be. It's like we're in the headquarters of the liberal government. Did we die and go to hell while we were in Syria? Anyway, anyway,
Oh dear fucking god.
um,
Oh dear fucking god.
Have we killed your brain, Marty?
yes,
I'm
I'm guessing
sorry.
so.
20 minutes too late, I swear to fucking god.
Okay.
So anyway, so as I understand it, basically everybody bar, well, I mean, obviously, Zawadzka, Polshtam Selek, and then we had like a couple people work in the bunker, like, who the fuck, Lech, and then his brother Adam, or I think it was his brother Adam,
Yeah.
and then, I think it was just those 4, right?
Yeah.
So, in terms of preparations, because we obviously have, so now that we're back at the, at the bunker, because we brought the one UAZ back with us, and then we have our UAZ, the liquor cabinet.
Yep.
Do you guys want to, I mean, potentially just take all the vehicles so we can maximize our, well, actually, hold on, we were able to carry all the gold in just the 3, but I mean, I'd still feel, I don't know. I definitely see argument for maybe taking the liquor cabinet, but I'm fine with leaving it here.
I feel like that would be highly prized, like all the liquor we got.
Well, no, we can. Yeah, true. I mean, it definitely makes
enough to get the whole ship's crew Near
They could-
death.
I mean, we could, if potentially if the ship is full, we could use, or they don't want to take the non-Americans, we could always use that as like a, bribe, like as a bribe. He's like, well, I guess this vodka will drink itself. But anyway, yeah. So let's just fucking take all the vehicles. We're going to absolutely need to get more diesel for the tank, and even then, I'm not entirely sure. Hold on, where? Okay, so map of Poland. Let's see. So map of Poland. So we are. I believe the route that I calculated last time was like 30 hexes. To go from Gniezno to the bunker. So northern Poland, because I did map this earlier as if shit, northern Poland. Emily, you need to set token vision off so we can see the map.
Oh, shit.
Because I made it visible, but I didn't realize that token vision was still on.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, so I did mark
Yes, I'll pull you
Gniezno.
all to another tableau.
And so like basically if we went, like if anything, we stopped at the crossroad, and then instead of Gniezno we went to Poznan. The good news is that Sassnitz, like, it's in the upper left. Like, if you see where the map legend is, look straight down, and you'll see it on the tip of that peninsula. So that would be Poznan. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, fuck me, I was middle counting.
Oh,
so 1,
shit.
2,
Sorry,
3,
Cody.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Jesus fucking Christ. It's going to be 45 tiles to go from Poznan to Sassnitz. And that's on top of, like, I mean, because I had to readjust my kit. Hold on, so it was 30 to go to Gniezno, so that'd be, so 29, 28, 27, 26. Okay, so 26 plus 45 tiles. 45, 71. We're going to need, at minimum, 71 hexes worth of gas in all of the vehicles to get there.
So we're gonna have to find
Lot.
more sources of fuel,
Yeah,
probably multiple times, right?
potentially. Like, stop along the way. Fuel for all vehicle.
Well, we do have the gold, and that we could use to pay for fuel. Now, obviously, we probably don't want to let people know that we have a shit ton of gold, because then they might attack us to steal it.
I think we might also think about doing something more low tech. Like, I think it might be more efficient just to have a horse pull these. The fuel is going to be like a real big thing because you can, I'm sure as we can still grow carrots, right?
Yes. Well, because what I was thinking is, instead of selling the gold, where's our bunker? And then I can check the loot of the vehicles. So the tank has some gold in it, but so hold on, each gold bar is worth like 1,000. So just 100. Okay, so 136 in the tank, because we have a total of, like, what was it? So yeah, 740 bars of gold. Then where is the other? Oh, somebody just disconnected. Emily. I'll just keep counting. So let's see, party vehicles. So the Jagged Sword UAZ has apparently none in it for some reason. The Tragic School Bus has 491. T-72 has 136. As I understand it, we didn't sell any of it yet. I think we gave Johnson, like, however many he could carry, right?
Oh well, I mean, I think in the last session, we did all the math and got the gold, like figured out the math for the gold. But it was like we had to use basically all of our carrying capacity to
Right.
do it.
Yep. So I'm just wondering, is it because there's the note in chat that I made. Party currently has 740 bars of gold. The problem is I don't remember if that was before or after we paid Johnson, like the guy that told us where it is.
I mean, I think didn't he take the gold like immediately? His share. So I think like whatever number we would have recorded would have been what we actually have.
Yeah, because I think it was 744 and he took 4, but like originally 744. So I'm guessing he just took 4 and then fucked off. So um let me think. So oh, there you are. Yeah, see, user may have. Oh, you there, Emily?
I'm back. Sorry about that. Let me get the table back up because it.
Did your computer crash or
Oh,
something?
dear. Yep, I don't know why it did, but I relaunched it. So let me just get logged back in. It's a disaster. I'm very sorry, dudes.
There was a question that came up of do you so didn't we originally have 744 units of gold and we gave 4 bars to Johnson? Does that sound right to you, or?
Yeah, you 40 bars.
Okay, so we gave him 4. We have 740 total, and I think by that point we definitely calculated how much, like Mega said, like how much we actually have and balanced across our vehicles. So what I'm thinking we could do is, so we've built up, because what I'm thinking, it's somewhat of a risky maneuver that I'm thinking is, especially, well, it's on one hand it's not that far away, but if we go to Suleuf, it's in the map poll in the southern map, like that's where we kind of headquartered a large like coalition of people like um, the formerly rogue U.S. troops, um, the sergeant, like the Polish sergeant major, um, Uncle Touchy's guys, possibly some Soviets. So you figure maybe there's a larger gathering of people there and more resources coming in. So I'm thinking we could potentially, and we know it's a safe place, so we could potentially go in there and buy some fuel. We could all just maybe just like travel in like one of the UAZs to conserve fuel.
Mhm.
Is it a case where we could call ahead and uh, see how much fuel we could potentially get?
Yeah, you can play some of them.
Okay, well, so I mean, yeah, like Gorham, because I mean, God, that dog's even more obnoxious on a phone. Sorry, not sorry, but or at least just is more piercing. But anyway, so Gorham is going to give Ray like a contact frequency to call, and then she'll do the talking because I mean, obviously, she knows these people. Ray probably doesn't.
Okay.
Like it's somebody we like. It's people we met like way early in the campaign. So just for context. So
I will reach out to them.
all right, and then do they pick up, Emily?
Yeah, they will. I'm.
You cut out. Just heard I and then silence.
like, very sorry. This is bring so many people issues today.
I couldn't hear it. I mean, I heard you, but I didn't understand any of that.
I need to go back to the administrator like access page and then relaunch the world because it's showing me it's logged in, but I'm not logged in and it
hold
won't
on.
let me log in.
I can solve that for you.
Okay, thank you.
Because basically what I can do is I can
Sorry,
join as a like as my admin account and then kick you out, and then that should let you. So let me just do that. I'm logging in. Okay, and then if I do kick player, does it let you log in now? You refresh and
it still does not.
all right. Well, if you need to, well, I mean, I can. I mean, you can restart it or I can, whichever.
Yeah.
Have you relaunched it or? Yeah, I see you in now.
Okay, I'm back in Foundry on my
All right.
other computer.
All right, good.
So I'm gonna.
Oh well, I mean, I see you were logged in. So as I was saying, so I don't know if you caught it, but like basically Ray dialed the like radio frequency of Suleof, and then Gorham, you know, hailed them. Do they pick up?
Yeah, they will pick up.
Okay, so you know, Gorham greets. I fucking can't remember the sergeant major's name. I mean, assuming it's her that picks up, you know, Gorham greets her and says, "How you
Yep.
doing, buddy? It's been a while. As how are things going in Suleof?"
Pretty good actually. We've we've been trading with other with members of the Minutemen, and yeah, we've got a few more U.S. personnel in, and things have been going good. How are things on your end?
She says, "Well, you know, you know, yeah, well, we've been, you know, venturing around, helping certain people, making some new friends." She says she pats the shoulder of Ray. Um, but we are. By chance, did you pick up any news, or did the U.S. guys that are there, like the Major Payne and uh, so ever, like, do they hear the news?
Yeah. We also recently received a transmission that apparently, yeah, you guys are gonna start heading home. Uh,
Is Major
Hopefully
Payne going
that
to be
goes well
coming
for
with
you.
us? Like, are his guys heading back as well?
Um, about half of his forces are going. He has decided to stay here for the time being.
Oh.
He's, you know, decided to, start a life over here.
All right, well, good for him. And I mean that genuinely. Listen, we are in a bit of a situation because we are going to need some extra gas to get to Sassnitz, and we don't have enough on hand. So we're wondering, I mean, do you have? I mean, we've been sending more people your way, and the network's been expanding. Would you be open to trading, depending on how much fuel you have to sell.
Yeah, of course.
All right. So, well, we will be heading out very soon. And let me just check the hexes to get there. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll be there by late afternoon. Because we have with the UAZ, for example, we'd have enough fuel to get there, or enough like moves to get there in one turn or one shift.
All right, nice.
So, yeah, so Gorman makes that offer and says, we'll be heading over there, and then, after a, pleasant thank you, and maybe probably just like a little bit of a, catch up, then Gorham says like, all right, we'll be on our way. So I'm thinking in terms of stuff to sell. I mean, we could sell a bit of the gold if you want, but I was thinking we possibly sell. Let's see, where is shit? Right, the vehicle sheets, because the liquor cabinet had a bunch of like loot in it from like earlier in the game, like a bunch of like small arms and flak jackets and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm thinking we could sell some of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean the gas. I don't know how expensive the gas is, but if we have cache of weapons, that probably be more immediately valuable to someone than a gold
Right.
bar.
Yeah. So because we have hold on. So what is it? So diesel. So 1 liter of diesel fuel is $50, and 1 liter of gasoline is also 50. So it's definitely pricey, but I feel it's a good start, and we could sell some of the like sell all the weapons, because I mean we don't really need any extra weapons, and if we did, we could just kill somebody to get or buy some or whatever. Um, so and then possibly I'm thinking possibly bringing some of the gold, like maybe so we have 740, and in terms of having 6 PCs, or yeah, I think it's let's see, because it's yeah, we got 6. So hold on, what is it? So 32 divided by 6. So maybe if we like, because if we sell, we have 740. So if we sell 20, then that number will divide evenly. So each person would get 120,000 total dollars in gold, um, or probably more if it's worth more. But so I'm saying I would say that maybe we bring 20 with us to trade, because then also that way we could just say like, oh, that's we recovered some gold, but that's not actually how much we like. That's our total, not how much we actually have. You know what I mean?
I mean, we can say that. I don't know how much I would believe it if I was on the other side.
What is it like gold bars? Like what
Gold bars.
kind of are they large gold bars or
Well, they're worth 1,000 currency apiece, or at least
oh
in
that's not
terms of
all
in-game
that
gold.
much.
Well, we'll put it this way. So if we sold 20 of them, that's 20,000 like dollars. And if
How
we
many do we
sold
have?
720.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, so
740, but I'm proposing selling 20.
are they like all uniform, like the same?
I would assume so.
Yeah, because I mean, we did the weight.
Yeah.
They're all
Yeah,
the same.
Okay.
for the sake of like easy management, they're all the same weight. Because I know that gold bars, they can be sold in different denominations, so just assume that they're uniform for
Um,
ease of using them.
yeah, I mean, if we have 20, then we could just say that we like found a box, in a pawn shop or something, and that's all that was in there.
Yeah, or maybe we could say like, we some guys ambushed them, we overwhelmed them, we found they were transporting a gold. I mean, there are a number of different ways to spin it, and that's assuming anybody even asks.
And that's and that's assuming that no one notices the swastika on top of the gold bars.
Well, I mean, is there actually a swastika on them, or is it just gold that they stole and stashed?
It's just gold that they stole and stashed. It's gold from like Polish like banks and stuff. It's not actual like Nazi fucking gold from
I hope the Polish banks aren't
the
labeling them
motherland.
with that.
Yeah. So, because alternatively, what we could do is, if we because I mean, obviously, mainly with my OCD and obviously Gorham out of fairness with the other PCs, we try to, go for like an evenly divisible number. So we could, instead of 720 total with 120 going to each person, we could instead divide it, or like bring it down to 660 bars, so each person would get 11, or actually, or no, oh my god, sorry. Again, I've said this before, math is not my strong suit. So hold on, it would be 6,600 divided by 6, yeah, it'd be 110. So we'd each get 110 instead of 120, and then we would have, hold on, 740 minus 660, we would have 80 to sell. And if we sold the 80, that gives us 80,000 currency, which would probably be very, very good at obtaining us extra fuel, on top of all the guns and stuff we sell. I mean, if anybody has a better idea, obviously, feel free to share it, but
I think the fact that we're selling a bunch of weapons and shit too, because if we had a lot more gold, then the sensible thing, from their perspective, is that we would just pay in that because it's easy to transport whatever. But if we bring a uniform amount, like you said, 20.
Well, I was proposing actually, because if we want to divide it, like divide it evenly, like have enough left over to divide evenly among the PCs, but also have a good amount to sell. I was saying instead of selling 20, we could sell 80. Give us
That
80,000.
might be risky.
All right. So we can just sell 20 and hope that and the guns are enough. But I mean, like I said, we are going to need a lot of fuel in order to get there, and that is, I mean, a bare minimum for bringing 3 vehicles, because so 71 times 50. Okay, that's not as expensive. So
We do also have all that ethanol too.
the alcohol fuel, no, you don't want to do that because that doubles the fuel consumption and would also throw off the numbers. We would only want to ever do that if we like if we're completely out, then yes, but although we could sell it actually with the ethanol fuel and potentially get some extra money by just alcohol fuel.
I'm pretty sure the Red Old Brothers will take it all gladly off our hands.
Alcohol fuel, you say? Yeah, because like so I did the math. So let's see. So for the T72, so 71 times 50 is going to be 3,550 currency. For the whatchamacallit, for the Humvee and the UAZ, because both of them use just standard gasoline, and that's also worth 50. That basically it's 3,550 times 3 is going to be 10,650 currency in order to actually get like all 3 vehicles fully fueled and And again, mind you, that's just in terms of fuel to actually get there. If we ever play, assuming we can even take the vehicles with us back to the United States, then they would basically be running on fumes by the time we got there. So we might want to buy extra, or if we have like some sort of mishap or whatever the cases are. So
Hmm.
I made a note in the foundry for you guys about the other like weapons you got from the bunker, just so we have it like.
oh
in
right, that's right.
reference.
I forgot about that. Hold on, notes. So 198 sidearms. I mean, are we assuming they're like, well, fuck,
Just
like P38s?
like, yeah, just the same as those.
Okay, so hold on. So I need to, can you pull up it's in the referee's manual, which I didn't make visible to players. In the referee's manual, there's like a, like appendix or whatever, or like the section that has like the conversion rules, because it
Yeah.
saves me the trouble having to pull up the PDF, because then I can just, like look up in infantry weapons of the world. Okay, well, while you're doing that, okay, hold on. So while you're doing that, I'm going to make a group note. So we will need, hold on, where is it? 10,650. Okay, where are the pistols? So is a Author P38 on page, what is it, 17. Did you show that handout to players, Emily? Hello? Repeat your last, I didn't hear that.
Huh.
I mean, it sounds like she's having internet issues.
Yeah, that's kind of the conclusion I've come to
Yeah.
myself, so I'll just pull up the fucking PDF. Okay, so
Okay, Can you guys hear me? I'm
yes.
back, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so ooh, that's good. So the price, so interestingly and conveniently for us, the price of weapons is typically 33% higher than first or second edition. So
Nice.
so
So you get a little bit more.
probably a lot more, honestly, because just for reference, how much a P38 is worth in whatchamacallit, in infantry weapons of the world, it's worth 650.
Oh shit.
So 650 plus 33%. Hold on, is it rounded up or down in the conversion rules? It is. It doesn't say. So, are you going to say the price rounds up or down?
I'll say just round it up.
Okay, good. So
I
it's,
think most everything else is rounded up in this
yeah.
system.
So it's $865 per pistol, and we've got 198 of them. Oh my God, Emily, you have no. You just did another Fallout.
I know, I realized that as we were going through it, but I mean, you're in like a home stretch of literally going home, so I gave you,
I definitely don't want
the
that to be the end, because
metaphorical
there's
fucking
definitely
treasure
some.
chest.
I definitely want there to be some stuff in the U.S. that'd
No,
be
no,
super,
definitely.
super
This
fun
is,
to play. All
the end of like the Poland saga.
right. Okay.
I
All right.
misspoke. My apologies.
Okay, so I'm gonna make another note. So we had so 198 pistols. All right, so hold on, group notes. So And that was how the fuck much? 171, 270. 270. Are the rifles like, German, like, sort of earlier war, like bolt actions or Gewehr 43s, or are they like actual like Sturmgewehr, like assault rifles? Like, what are they? Because rifles with German weapons in World War II, it's kind of a broad.
Yeah. I'll say it's more of like the era
The what
weapons
era?
rather than like the later,
Oh, like
like the
earlier.
early war,
Okay,
like
the
the
early
bolt
war.
action.
So,
Yep.
Okay, so which is, well, it's good that you said that because I don't see the fucking whatchamacallit
So
in
that's
the.
Korea 98 and K98.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. I'm just looking at it because the problem is with this PDF, like you can't, um, Control F to search. So I'm just trying to correspond. The only one that I am seeing, because there's a Car 98, there's stats for that, so I guess I'll just have to use that. That is on page 60. That's 63. 60. Okay. So each Car 98K is $300. So 33% of that would be 100. So $400 per Car 98, and so 400 times 200 is 80,000, which is conveniently how much we would have needed. Like, was what I was saying for the gold. So yeah, we don't have to sell any gold.
Lucky you guys.
Yeah, lucky us. Um, so then that is 80,000. Okay. So, and then those two numbers added up would be, so 171,270 plus 80,000, 251,270. So, yeah, definitely enough to. So in terms of fuel, like buying fuel, because I mean, I personally, I mean, obviously anybody else, can speak up. Like, I can't think of anything we really need to buy, um, other than fuel. I mean, obviously maybe more rations, but um, like we could, like, just to streamline things, like I could just subtract the money for the fuel and maybe like hell just double it so we have extra fuel, and then just subtract that from the balance of the sold weapons. I mean, if you want to do that, we can, um, because it would save you the trouble of. What? Rombo, you were distorted. Likewise.
Nothing that you're saying is coming through. Like,
Yeah.
we're hearing something, but
Yeah.
it sounds like you're, I don't know, being attacked by a microwave.
You just said one sec. But anyway, Emily, what are your thoughts on my proposal, at least when it comes to the fuel?
Yeah, I'm fine with doing that rather than having to
Yeah, because then you don't
you
have
know,
to
like
set up a fucking merchant and all this other shit. So what I'm
ironically
thinking.
while you were calculating, I set up a merchant and have it done.
Oh.
If you if there's anything else you'd want to buy,
Yeah, I mean, if
that's
there's
what-
other stuff, then yeah. But
so.
I was just talking more about, like, in terms of setting up like a merchant for the exact amount of fuel we need. Like,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
you can just
suggest
subtract that.
maybe, like, maybe we could just, for
Yeah, just
simplicity, like
subtract it.
simple numbers, like, because I like I said, I want to buy, obviously the fuel that we need to get there, but maybe
Mhm.
extra fuel, just in case we bring the vehicles back with us. Which, I mean, I don't know what kind of
Yeah, of
ship it is.
course.
So if it's like a big like cargo tanker, then yeah. But so yeah, we can just buy, um Yeah, I'll say maybe just double that 10,650. So we basically have like 71 hexes of fuel times 2, and then that would be, I would think, sufficient.
Okay.
Okay, so okay, so
Yeah, just make a
650
note
times
of that.
2. So, okay, so that is, so
142, I believe.
yeah, we're buying 100 because it's 71 for all the vehicles to get there, and then we just buy another 71 hexes, I guess, just to simplify things, because I already accounted for the other vehicles. So let's see. So 21,300. So 270 minus that, minus what the fuck that. Okay, is that so? All right.
All right. Okay. So I'll pull you all to the trading page that I made for Sulichow, and I'll put down your tokens. Just because I did populate the merchants, just in case there's any last minute
Right.
gear you want to buy.
Okay.
Just seem-
Well, where is the trader? Oh, it's over there. All right, so
I think Ray, I would just look for any interesting like electronic stuff, like if there's computers or anything like that, or cool radio.
okay,
Sure.
hold on. What I need to do is I will add yeah, well, I don't shit. I mean, should we really need to keep, like, just for simplicity to streamline things, do you want us to actually keep track of the fuel, or just like, because I already calculated how much fuel we're going to use if we do nothing but go straight from the bunker to Sassnitz.
Yeah. You won't have to worry about it.
Okay, because
And
I don't
I've
want to have
I've
to.
made the note myself.
Okay, because I don't want to
And
have to like
it's
add that as a
been
separate item.
yep.
Um. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, plate vest. Does everybody have a plate vest?
I think so.
Does Vincent? Because if memory serves, he doesn't.
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's his.
He does not. Honestly, yeah, Gorm's gonna buy him one as a gift. So hold on, where's our? Because with the amount of money we have and the fact that we're going back to the U.S., like, there's not really an excuse for him not to have one.
Yeah. Here, I'll
Like,
put down the.
if he doesn't want to wear it, then he can always just use his flak vest. But I still want to get him that just in case he
Yep.
wants it. So okay,
Yep.
so how much?
I put down one of the party vehicles so you can
I see
store
it. Yeah.
whatever.
All right. Do we have a group loot icon or item of how much currency we have? Yes, 425. So I'm gonna add that to Gorm's sheet. And then I'll leave that. Well, I'll set it to 0 for the time being. And then where's that fucking plate vest? Plate vest. Buy one. Then oh wow, there are 3 javelins for sale, and I haven't even fired mine once.
What if
Might
we
as well
run
buy
into
'em.
What if we run into a naval armada of tanks? Hundreds of them.
Believe me, I've planned a couple, like the hostile water stuff, like the ship to ship combat. You can use javelins on like the ships, and
Oh, good to
you'll
know.
have
Well, we'll buy more
chances.
javelin missiles.
Yeah,
Believe
actually,
me.
let's should do that then.
Yep.
Well, I was saying,
Any-
and then Gorham sees those the AT4s, and she's just like, and then the GIF I posted.
Get like a drone swarm going of javelin missiles.
Well, it just in terms of how many we have. So first of all, in terms of ammo available, oh wow, there aren't any fucking javelin missiles for sale. That's weird. I mean, even still, we have a total of, well, let's see, just on my person, I have 4, and the cargo of our vehicles we have, I think it's in the UAZ. In the liquor
Yep.
cabinet, we have
Um,
another fucking
they have
6.
3 missiles for sell. Like,
Okay.
assume that if they're selling like the launcher itself, they'll
It'll
sell
come
the
with
missile
rockets.
with
Okay.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
they just won't sell the launcher and then just be like, well, you got to
You-
find that separate.
Yeah, I mean, you
Sorry.
could bludgeon somebody to death with it, but that's about it.
Batteries not included.
So, okay, do they not have just standard rations? I see a bunch of alcohol and cigarettes, but I don't see any food rations.
What do you think? That is the rations.
Well, I mean, I'm the driver. I gotta be sober, so.
That's because on the rollable tables I used, it wasn't added. It wasn't.
Oh.
I'll make a food merchant real fast.
All right. Where? There's another pair of night vision goggles. Does anybody want to get that? Because I already have a set of night vision goggles.
I think Ray would buy them because they're cool technology.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, let's see. I will add the currency we earn from from selling all the weapons. Like, well, after buying fuel, I'm gonna add that to our group loot actor. So we would have a total of 229,970. Let me just add that. Having the right fucking thing. So 9,970. And let's see, what do they have? Can you just so I can buy it and then like subtract the currency accordingly? Can you add like manually add javelin missiles to the merchant so I can just buy those?
Sure.
All right. And also, food, I guess, but
The javelin ammo. Javelin uses javelin ammo. Who'd have thunk?
yeah, 127 millimeter javelin.
Yep.
Because basically what I plan to do is like tally up the cost of the stuff I want to buy and then add that money to my sheet.
Yep. I put 3 of those on there.
Okay, so 3. Okay, so 3 of those. I'm assuming that because AT4s are like single shot prepackaged launchers, that the cost of the launcher is also like including the ammo.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. So 3 of those would be 100, so 600 plus 600 plus 1500. Plus, I think that'd be like 20. Yeah, 2100. So, nope. 70 minus 21. Note to self, the gear, like the quantity box does not like commas, so. The fuck? Why does it say the quantity is max is 0? I have the money for it. Oh, there it is. Just had to buy one and that fixed it. And then buy these. There we go. Was that roll to see how many rations there are or something, or?
Yeah, yeah. I'll do it manually. So.
So we have a total of fucking 8 AT4s. Well, 9 because I'm carrying one of them, but I get the javelin missiles. I'll add those to our vehicle as well. Those 3. Okay, I don't know why it's saying that, but let's just put this vodka back in my vehicle. Delete that. Okay. I have bought everything that I going to, and then
Yep, I added the food if you want to pick that
yeah,
up.
I
to
would
the
be content with
merchant.
just buying all of it personally if you guys want to.
Sure.
Let's do it so we don't have to worry about food.
Yep.
Oh, did I delete the
You
merchant?
did. There we
There.
go. Okay, so let's see. So
Oh boy.
still rations. So let me calculate this. So 39 times 20 is 780. 39 times 1 is just 39, and then for domestic food, how the fuck much is that? 29 times 10, it would be, I believe, 290. So 780 plus 290 plus 39 is 1109. So I guess I'll just add that money to my sheet, and then I'll just drag it at the vehicle.
Sure.
So
There we
where
go. Do
is
the timer moving again.
okay, hold on. We had how much in the fucking actor? Where is it? So okay. So that is our new value. I'm updating it right now. Okay. And then I will just manually add or hold on, wait. 09 plus 175 1284. And then where is the food? Ration. Okay. All right, then I'll just add all that to our fucking thing. Well, actually, we would not be able to store it in the Humvee. So actually, we'll, yeah, no, we can't store it in the Humvee. So I will store it in the UAZ instead.
Okay.
So it would actually be 39 total because I have three of each on my person. It just added it to a stack. So let's see, 39 field rations, 39 water, and then the domestic food will be just straight up added. All right. Joke. Okay, so I bought all the food. I added that to our vehicles, and other than that, I can't think if there's anything else I would get. I mean, obviously, if you guys want to take some money out of the group fund, go for it. Just do it. Just be sure to, change the number accordingly.
Can we just move on?
Sure. Sorry, this took a little bit of time, but you've geared up. You've got, enough fuel that'll last you, well, the Sassnitz and back, if it comes to that, but
Yeah.
hopefully not.
Yeah, definitely before we leave, Gorm is going to give all the friends we've made along the way here a very heartfelt goodbye, give them all an extra Chuck E. Cheese token, and bid them farewell.
Of course.
And say,
and
I'm glad that together we could make Poland great again.
yeah, it's been great knowing you, and hopefully you and your friends here, be safe, and hopefully you visit again in better times when the world isn't destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, if I can, I will.
But yeah, you'll exchange the Chuck E. Cheese tokens. All right. So, I'm assuming are you gonna leave like in the evening, or are you gonna wait until like are you gonna leave on Friday the 13th to begin your journey? I realize.
Yes, for sure.
I just
I'll be
realized that,
damned it
like looking at
is.
the
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, it's technically, yeah. So you said we're in the evening shift now? Yeah, because we would need a shift to get back to the base and then
yeah.
sleep at night, and then we departed. We ride at dawn.
Yep. So I'll head back to the bunker, have a good night's sleep, enjoy the luxuries of sleeping on a nice bed in a bunker that's decently heated. You're not like freezing or too hot. There's toilet
Stop!
paper.
You're
You have a
reminding me of
nice hot
Arizona.
meal. You have a nice hot meal with the friends that you've made along the way, the allies, and yeah. Um, all right. Is there anything else that you do in the bunker, like in the evening and the night before you depart in the morning?
I'll probably all have dinner together, one last time. So, well, when I said together one last time, I'm specifically referring to all the NPCs as well that we're probably not going to see for a while, if ever again. So,
Hmm.
I will deduct the rations from from either vehicle, I guess. So we got 5 players here. Well, I mean, obviously, well, 6 player characters technically, so I'll just deduct that from the UAZ. So let's see. So 26 field rations, and the one stack goes down to 20. I'll just kind of whittle down the stacks until we get to the next one, and then for water, where the hell is the? Oh, did we not have an additional thing of water? Apparently not. Well, it's a good thing we bought more.
Um, I think you do have a well on your like bunker property, so I think you've just been drawing from that rather than your
No,
stores.
no, I'm
Of
talking
like
about
the
like when we were on the road, we apparently didn't have another stack. I mean, we must have drank it all.
oh
Did we? Well, I guess do we have to just deduct food rations if we have the farm here?
no,
Okay.
I'm assuming that between the cows and the chickens and
And the
the
crops, yeah.
farmland, you've
All right.
yeah. All right.
And then I'll just re-add those rations.
Nice. Need to check the gear real fast because at this point I would say at this point you've managed to scavenge together like enough like radio equipment and stuff that you have what's basically the equivalent of like a man pack and like an antenna that you can set up if you need to do like long range communications. I just
Are
need
you talking
to
in the bunker or in the vehicles?
um well, like from the bunker, if you would want to like put it in the vehicles, so you have like a better radio than just the one that's in the vehicles.
Yeah, might as well turn the Humvee into
So
like
I'm
one of those
just
command Humvees. Or
yeah.
like, like
So I'm
signal
just
companies or whatever they are that, needed like a mobile radio in the field.
yep.
Oh, I was also going to ask, do so the U.S. soldiers that are headed, like, so half of the major's people in Suleuf are staying, the other half are leaving. Are the other half that are leaving, do they want to travel with us, or are they going to go on their own, or did they already leave?
um I will say that they will travel on their own. and they'll
Alright.
be taking off at like in the evening when you
Oh,
like
so they left like while we were in the town, or
yeah.
or I guess it would be like after we left the town on our way home. But yeah, okay. Well, I'm ready to hit the road if you guys are.
I'm ready.
All
To go.
right.
So driving roll then?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Yeah, just in the off chance. Yeah, and I'll drop the radio in the lead vehicle about what you would have. Just because I was going over. Here, I'll pull you to the map of Poland. Yep, but yeah, go ahead and give me the driving rolls for the vehicle drivers.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Something I just realized. Can you add a plate vest to Vincent's sheet, please?
Yes, I will. Let me see. That's what's up. Okay. Added that to a sheet.
Excellent. Just realized in my inventory keeping that I actually would have had one extra AT4 on my sheet, so I will add that. Alright. And you don't have to delete his flak jacket just in case he wants to keep it for whatever strange reason. So, I mean,
Yep, I just
Gorham
put it in
honored
his
that. Okay.
yeah, I just put it in his backpack.
Yep. So, do we have an NP? Like, who was driving the UAZ?
Henrik was.
Okay, and he's coming with us, right?
Yes.
All right. So, all right. Well, I'll roll driving for Gorham, and we get a +3 on road.
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, I'd be capped anyway. So, all right. Double successes for Gorham.
This is Henrik's.
Oh shit! Nice. Good thing we buffed up his driving.
Hell yeah.
I think the last roll was meant to be from me.
Yep.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, what you can do, like if you click on the little April Fool's icon, you can actually, like in the travel
Oh,
actions,
that's right.
you
You can do. Yeah, I forgot about that. I just rolled from my sheet. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or no, it's 9. So we would be here, or I guess here. All right.
Yep.
If we're still driving, and is it the same terrain, do we still have to make another roll, or do we just keep going?
Just keep going because
Okay.
you've gone along this route
1,
before.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're here. And then that brings us to the start of the evening shift. All right, well, I guess we can set up camp here, potentially.
Yep. A little bit of mood element as you're, driving through.
Speaking of mood and stuff and jokes, yeah, because it's been a hot minute.
I knew it.
Yeah. Gorham, she makes a statement like, or to whoever's in the vehicle. So how many of you guys are keep up with like polls and trends and stuff. To, I guess, anybody in the car, any NPCs or what have you. Definitely Vincent if he's the scout, but
I forget who's in the car currently. Yeah, let me check.
let's see. Definitely Vincent. Henrik is driving the fucking UAZ. Ray, Travis, and Martin are in the tank. And then let's see.
All right, you brought
Zavodska.
the liquor cabinet with you.
Yeah. Tom Selleck and
And
the
the
police
Zavodska.
station.
I guess probably Rabbit Robert and Edwin. So she's just bantering with the NPCs, and then says, as it turns out, running into stationary objects can be very painful, according to a recent poll.
Oh, goodness.
And also, and then another one, a separate one, she asked, or she says is like, like one, I guess one for each shift is saying, it's like, so say you're not like, you guys aren't like afraid of bugs, are you? To Vincent and the NPCs. She's like, well, the reason I ask is because the morning when we left, I crushed a huge spider running across the floor with my boot. I don't care how big the spider is, no one steals my boot.
What if the spider's
Oh, God.
What if the spider's what?
Poisonous.
And then well, he's squash flat, so non-issue. Which,
So,
I mean, I
you
don't
guys
have.
you took the up armored Humvee, the Lone Star, and the liquor cabinet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we'll just leave the other UAZ for the other guys.
Yep.
And
where would you like to be, Arthur? Sorry, Cody.
oh, no,
Interrupt
go
you.
ahead for it. No, it's fine. Doesn't the liquor cabinet have a turret? Yes.
Yep, it does have a gun on it.
I mean, maybe he could be manning that if you want to, Blitz.
We can't hear you
Yeah,
if
his
you're
mic is
talking,
lighting up, but
Blitz. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Today's like night of the living tech issues, but
Yeah, today's kind of cursed.
I mean, it is Halloween, or October, but and we did leave
Yeah.
on Friday the 13th, but in game, so I mean, I guess, I mean, as I see his mic's I mean, maybe just as Justin keep things, maybe he's on the turret on the other vehicle, on the UAZ.
Yeah. Yep, I'll put him in there.
Right. Well, we have to set up camp now, I guess. So, Vincent has the highest survival, doesn't he? Yeah, it's AB, and then if I'm helping him, then it's AA. I can't roll any of his stuff, so you would have to roll survival and give him a +1.
Yep. Yeah. So Vincent.
I was also
won't
going.
get camp.
Kind of too late to ask. But it feels worth mentioning. I assume nothing happens while we're on the road.
No.
All right.
The only thing you really notice is that There's a lot more like foot traffic of there's a lot of people that are walking, like toward,
They're walking north.
there's walking north to like leave Poland toward Germany. There's a few more like there's wagons, military vehicles, like any type of vehicle possible. People are
And then you
trying to
see a
get
bunch
out
of hillbillies
to
driving in a
rejoin.
killdozer.
Yes, you do see that actually. As you're like as you pull off the road to make camp, you hear, like like a really the lady called the Wild Reynolds and hollering as they drive past in the killdozer down. They fortunately don't stop while you're doing while you're making camp to antagonize you for the night, but yeah, Vincent will make camp for you dudes.
Yeah, if you're rolling it, be sure to give him
That
the
is
+1 from
survival.
Gorm helping him.
Yep. I'll do it this way now. Camp. Yep. He makes it with no
If
issue.
no mishap, and then just need to do a roll to hide it.
Yep.
Which, I mean, I can do it or he can, whichever.
Yeah, I'll just have him do it.
Alright.
He's there.
Can he push?
No, not a problem. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good push.
All right. Okay, so I'll Yep, it's about. Dusk. He's made camp and he's hidden it. What else is everyone doing while they're making camp? Well, he's making camp. Anything specific or just what?
Would it be funny if I said I'm just walking around? I'm kidding.
Yes, it would be.
Okay, well, I'm just walking around, but exploring the area. Make sure that there's no unexpected, unpleasant surprises.
No, he's just
That's what I'm
wandering around like this, and there's like a parody of like the Indiana Jones like map travel in the GIF that I'm uploading. He has no idea where he's going.
Ray is looking at stuff with the night vision goggles, like the kid from Jurassic Park.
I was
He's
about
like,
to say.
"Oh, coolest."
Nice.
Are they
I think I'm gonna
heavy?
be
Yeah,
sticking
then
you
they're
around for
expensive.
any
Put them
sort of
back.
fun gubbins.
um Actually, Martin, make me a survival roll with a +2 while you're like looking around.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit's right.
Yeah, usually like half the time when the GM says to roll something, it's not a good thing.
Okay, survival with a +2, you say?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Did I succeed?
You did.
Okay.
So if you would like, if you have the XP for it, you could eventually bump up your survival to the next letter if you would
Okay.
like. But yeah. So with that success, I will tell you this. Um,
Mhm.
so as you're like, you know, kind of walking around, like doing a little patrol, like poking through like this kind of like little like wooded like shrubbed area, you find yourselves in for the night. You see that because there is like a small like little like water source like near your camp that the water is well, the water is like stagnant and it's kind of like really like dirty and like murky.
Mhm. And
So
it
you definitely
stinks.
don't want to, yeah, you don't want to drink out of it.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, what you also basically pick up about this area is that like where you've made camp is about is a couple kilometers from the area that was what's it called that had like the chemical weapon deployed by the Russians earlier in the war, like during
Oh,
before Operation Reset. So there is some like leftover like residue like in the ground that you've like kind of pick up on. So you may want to like, exercise caution, don't don't drink the water, don't really, don't linger here for very long. Like spending the night here won't really affect you, but just be extra cautious if you
Except,
spend like any extended time here.
I was gonna say, like, won't do us any harm for you, except for when Martin, you're gonna say, just like, you take your giant morning shit, you notice it glows in the dark.
well, see. Here's the thing: you can only take a gigantic morning shit if you've got if you have gotten a gigantic meal, which I don't think we talked about that.
No, well, I mean, I was just following up on the remark you made earlier, but anyway.
Yeah, I know you are. I know you are. I got it.
Also need to
But yeah,
update the,
that's what you like pick up on as you're, you know,
We
I'm just
shouldn't
gonna
stay here
walk
too long.
around.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
shouldn't stay here too long.
yep. Yeah, you'll be safe here tonight, but extended time here will, affect your health poorly. Okay.
Exactly.
Ray. Um, while you are, peering through your goggles like a like a having as much fun as a kid on Christmas. Um, I'm assuming that you're near the radio you guys have, right? And that radio is where's the fucking party vehicle? There we go. You have enough gear basically to put together a Singar's radio. I sent it to the
Okay.
chat. I'm assuming you're keeping an eye on that, right?
Well, an ear.
why did that make me laugh so much?
Touche. Touche.
You got me on that one. I'll give you that one, Megas. Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, you are keeping your, your ear on it. Um, um, sorry. Yeah, in the middle of your, like peering through the the night vision goggles, you do pick up like a a message starts like coming through like on the like through the Sengar's radio. Do you you know pick pick up the receiver to like hear it or what?
Yeah. So if I hear some kind of notice or beep or whatever, then I would investigate.
Mhm. Yep. Yep. So as you pick it up, um, initially the transmission is like a little bit like spotty because the range on um the Sengar is only like 8 kilometers, and I believe the big travel hexes are
Or
10
10.
kilometers.
Yeah, so I wouldn't even
Correct?
get to the
Yeah.
edge of the hex.
Yep. So you can definitely tell that this is like that this message has been like is it's been like hopped like a couple like through a couple like frequencies to even like hit the Sengar's radio. But you do pick up a message that says um uh, uh words to all troops traveling to Sassnitz, exercise caution when moving through um uh other map I need. When moving past when moving to the northeast, we several groups have several groups have what's the freaking word?
Gone missing or
Oh,
something?
when you
Encountered?
yeah,
What?
or they've not encountered, like they've reported. There we go. There's the word. I swear English is my first language, but sometimes it's like I can't speak any language. But several groups who've begun you know reporting into Sassnitz have reported uh areas infected with X900. Uh, you know, continue like coming up to Sassnitz, but exercise caution in like they'll list off like certain like areas like and as you're moving to the northeast.
This is northwest, so it's nowhere near us. Northeast would
Northwest, I
be by
mean,
Kaliningrad.
yep, I meant northwest.
Oh, east?
Yeah.
I thought you said west.
Yes. I can't read a compass either today. I sound like a giant moron, and I apologize. I hope that this is just fun and you can laugh at
No,
me
that's fun.
struggling
Session at least.
struggling with freaking directions.
Well, I was struggling at
Yeah,
fucking maths, so
as
we're
you're
even.
moving, yeah, as you're moving to the northwest, you know, there are certain pockets of areas that have been contaminated by X900.
Does the guy
Yeah,
specify where?
so exercise caution. Yeah.
Like which hexes
So
or
I'll pull
even.
you to yep, so I'll pull you to the map in northern Poland. Just draw a freehand at this point.
I guess the relevant question is it in the course we charted? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually good because I was actually planning like up and around. On retrospect, I think this might
When
be.
you said charted, it sounded like sharded.
I thought we already moved past those jokes. But jokes just aside, because I was when I originally calculated the fuel cost, it was actually. I mean, in retrospect, I think this like the route that you just circled might have been more effective, but I'd actually originally planned for basically this way. So we're
Mm-hmm.
avoiding half of it outright.
That's good.
we we bought more fuel anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
oh my god. Um. Okay.
We could also go due west to like Berlin and then go north.
That is true, but I have a feeling that traveling through Berlin might be a bit difficult just in terms of everything that's going on. And I think it might also be a longer route, but I don't know. I don't want to count it unnecessarily, but
yeah. You're told of like those two like big like pockets
oh, and it'd also be
of
extraordinarily awkward
contaminated areas.
if they did like a vehicle search and they found a bunch of Nazi gold.
Yeah. Well, so I just drew a line. So that could be the other one that we want to do.
How many hexes is it?
I have no idea.
Right.
I just drew along the roads.
Right. Well, the original fuel course I charted was basically like, starting at Poznan, like, because Poznan, it appears on both maps, the northern half and the southern half. So like, if you go from Poznan like all the way up and like all the way, oops, wrong fucking tool, like all the way, like up here, like the northern circle, like we would have to, oops, damn it. We would have to go around a little bit, but I mean, I accounted for that by buying extra fuel. We bought extra fuel for that, so either way, we're fine.
Yeah. Okay. So I fixed the line. So I think like either of those types of routes would be fine.
Wait, did you move the circle? Because it wasn't originally accompanying passive elk.
Yeah, I realized I didn't draw it properly, so I made it a little bit bigger. It does
Yeah.
encompass Pacific.
Okay.
And where we're trying to get to?
We're trying to get
Gressville?
to Sassnitz, which is up. I'll circle it here.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. So from the purple line. We could do like.
Yeah, like yeah, I'm definitely thinking your route. I mean, with fuel not really being an obstacle in terms of getting there, I think it might honestly be a pretty good option.
So we do go through Frankfurt, is probably the biggest city, I'm guessing.
Most likely.
Uh-huh.
Well, let me at least stay out of Berlin. I mean, because I'm being totally like, I don't have any issue with like Berlin or Germany. I'm just thinking like in terms of it's a very large city, and I think when you're traveling through cities, your movement gets like really reduced.
Yeah, it'll cost you more fuel to like
Yeah.
travel through.
And I mean,
'cause,
do we even know if it's still there or was it targeted by a nuke? I know they mainly targeted like air bases and like military installations, but I'm not sure if. And I mean, obviously
Yeah.
some cities in Poland got nuked, but I don't know if Berlin got nuked.
Yeah. I would say like it suffered some damage, but it is still like functioning. It wasn't like Warsaw and like
So it
totally
wasn't
like
completely nuked, but
destroyed.
maybe it got hit by like ballistic missiles a la Ukraine.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Okay. Well, then
Yeah,
I mean,
that is the information that you learn from that little like broadcast that you pick up that's been like, kind of like frequency like hopped a couple times because of
if we travel through the chemical weapon, if our vehicle, you said before, if our vehicles are sealed, then we're fine, right? It doesn't like
Yeah.
linger in or on our vehicles. It just kind of stays where it is, and we can just drive through and then be fine. Or
Yeah.
do we have to
It's only if
decontaminate?
you're like it's only if you're out like in it and you
Okay.
don't have any protection, then
Okay.
you have to worry about
Okay.
effects.
Well, you're just batting
But
down the
yeah,
hatches, and we do have suits.
yeah. But yeah, you don't have to decontaminate the vehicles. That'd be that'd be another step of realism that I won't burden you
Yeah.
guys with. I've been at too many tables that
yeah, you're not
do
Mort
that. And
Farquaad who gets off at this kind of shit. But anyway, so
I wish that was an exaggeration, but it isn't.
it's not.
But please continue.
So does anything happen during the night, or I think, I mean, does the evening and or night pass uneventful, so we can just continue hitting the road?
Yep. The evening, and besides, getting the message in, and oh crap, this area is still contaminated. No, nothing major happens. You aren't like surprised by whiskey's warthogs hiding
Oh
in the
God,
underbrush,
no.
waiting to stab you. So, yeah. Dawn will break on May 14th.
I mean,
Or May-
my worst fear is that like whiskey's warthogs like overthrew the government, and that whiskey's the president or commander in chief, which you probably would think would sound cooler, but
Mhm.
only one way of knowing. It's been a while.
That reminds me, I need to sit down and make the Whiskey's Warthogs Street Gang for Cyberpunk Red. I remember
God.
because I need to finish making the NPCs.
Oh dear God.
But
Anyway.
yeah, uneventful night. You wake up nice and refreshed. Well, as refreshed as you can be, sleeping outdoors.
Well, we have
Camping
tents.
outside. Yeah, we'll scratch that. It's May. Temperature is decent. So besides living in uh yeah, it's a nice day. So yeah, so what are you guys doing at 6 o'clock in the morning? A nice Saturday.
Well, I mean, obviously getting like hydrated, I guess, like eating, drinking, handling other
Mhm.
business, and then hitting the road. Also tracked the rations from the Humvee, so you guys don't have to do that from your character sheets. Okay, so I'll just delete the clean water because there's like a smaller stack of it, and we finished all of it. And then where's that fucking food that I looking at earlier? Here it is. So field rations, it goes from 25 to 19. Or actually, no. We should do the domestic food first, because that perishes sooner. So we consume all the food, and then for the water, that would go from that to this. Okay, so water and food have been deducted. Um, do we need to do new driving rolls, or do we just keep going now that we know the way?
Um yeah, just keep going.
Okay. 1, 2. Okay, so hold on. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the end of the morning shift. So, and then afternoon shift, I'm assuming it's just like yesterday where we just keep driving.
Yep.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to the Northern Poland map because
Yep,
we're in
they'll pull you
Poznan
all there.
now. Okay, and then we go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're now there. Or no, actually, wait, hold on. Wait, do we ever make a decision on if we're gonna go west and up rather than uh up and west?
I mean,
That is up
I
to the
don't
party.
hold any
Okay.
strong opinion.
Yeah, because I mean we would. I mean, I don't imagine. I mean, worst case scenario, if we don't have enough moves to get through Pacivalk, we could just stop before going into it. Um, so yeah, I guess just go up. So that was 4 moves. So then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we're here, and that's the end of the afternoon shift.
Okay. Okay. That'll bring us to evening. All right. So you're gonna continue on. You're gonna break and make camp again.
I think it's safer bet to break and make camp. mean, honestly, a suggestion I'll propose is honestly, depending on how fast you want us to get there, and if there's anything else that's actually planned, we could honestly just kind of dispense with the actual like rolls and stuff and just keep moving. But if you want to have it that way, I'm totally fine. I'm fine either way. I'm just curious of like if there's actually a point to it, or if it's just kind of repetition that doesn't need to be there. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm fine with continuing onward. I'm just, you know,
Okay.
yeah.
So if that's the case, then then we're in what, the start of the morning shift for the next day.
Yep.
Well, I will ask though, like on the time that we're on the road, does I mean, if Ray's manning the radio, does he? Well, any of our guys that are manning the radios, do we pick up any new updates, or especially now that we're getting closer to the rendezvous point, do we hear anything new?
Yeah, of course. Well, the first like type of like radio chatter that you pick up is this. It isn't really like military. It's just kind of um holy rolling on the radio. So that doesn't really, people are desperate, and
Right, but is there
I
anything
will
that's
not.
actually relevant?
Yeah. Um.
Because I'm assuming we've probably heard that
Uh.
kind of thing before, but
Yeah.
it's not like a rumor to
Beyond
investigate or
that,
something.
like the first day, like on the 14th, you don't pick up any other like updates. No.
Okay. What about at the morning of the 15th?
Yep. Okay. So as you break camp, load up the vehicles again.
Okay.
Um.
And I'll also deduct the food from that morning meal.
Yeah.
So let's see, where is the domestic range? So we go down from 29 to 23, and then from how much fucking water to 33 down to 27. Okay.
Yep.
Now the reckoning ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
the.
total Reynolds Brothers. Imagine we
Yep.
get there and it's just Jesus loving John Luke setting up his own little
A little revival.
yeah, the Reynolds Brothers revival.
But yeah, the morning of the 15th, you currently don't pick up any additional like military chatter. Like as as Ray, as you're going through like the channels, you're just static. There's nothing really like coming through.
So yeah, there's no new channels. So I guess our do we keep on going, or do we need to do it in the driving role, or
Um, because this is some new like area you haven't driven on
all right?
before, I will need a driving roll.
Okay. I will roll from the sheet this time.
Yep.
Driving. Oh, okay, I'm absolutely pushing that. I don't, here's the thing. I rolled from the fucking thing, and um, it didn't use my name. Why not? I mean,
Did you hit drive?
oh, I did not hit drive. I just hit my character sheet from the thing. So let me try that again.
Yep, because it'll give you like select who you're
There we go.
rolling for.
There we go. Much better.
Cool. Here's Henrik.
Can you push?
Would you like him to push? Yep.
Yes, please. Oh my God. All right.
Ray. Need one from you, please.
Driving, I guess, +1.
Well, I think it's like
+3
+3 because of road.
Oh, well, I don't think the +3 matters for me anyway.
Yeah, just.
There we go.
All right, no stray pothole will take out any of your tires.
Yeah, on the subject of Jurassic Park, we don't have. Hold on, where's that GIF? You can probably guess which one I'm thinking of, but what the hell is it?
Little
I'll find it
repeat
later.
of Tales of the Mojave.
Basically, yes. Here it is. Like, it's not like we're raining, and because Ray mentioned Jurassic Park earlier, and then like this happens. But anyway, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or I guess 9. That makes more sense. And if we keep driving, so that's the end of the morning shift, and then for the afternoon, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're just outside. Oh, conveniently we reached the border. Like directly the border hex of Germany and Poland. Are there guards there? Like, there's like a border patrol. What do they do when they see us? If so.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, it is about, I'll say about 4:30 in the afternoon when you pull up on the border of Germany. You know, you see there's you know
You
kind of
see German border guards, but they're unsure how to allow armored vehicles to pass west. They're used to them going east.
yeah,
Oh my
there's the I'll give you an XP for that one. I wasn't expecting that joke. That really threw me off my groove.
Oh wow.
But yeah, there you see the border guards. There's like the barricade. Kind of the long thing that goes up and down. The crossing arm. There we go.
Yeah.
English. But yeah, they're kind of on their guard when they see you there's a little convoy approaching, backed by the fucking tank, and one will go up to the lead, will
The
go up to
Humvee, and Gorm just strolls up all cool
yeah,
like, and she says, "Guten Tag, mein Allies," and says, well, I am assuming you speak English. I mean, because Germany, most Germans do.
yep, yeah, guten Abend is a good afternoon, but yes, good afternoon. um I you see one of them kind of looks around the Humvees at the tank, and he'll say, I suppose you're with the other American NATO forces that are going to be leaving soon. Yes.
And Gorm says, "Yes, sir. We are homeward bound. We received the orders from I can't remember his fucking name, the rear admiral, um, and the
Drummer. Mhm.
yeah, Grommer, the the rear admiral. There's been an order to withdraw to Sassnitz, and we seek passage."
Yes, of course. Uh, the tank is with you. Yes.
Yes.
It is it is how you say war prize, or
Um.
do you actively use it?
Once or twice. It was a gift to us from some Soviets that we befriended. And the guy probably just stares at Gorm like she's insane.
Martin grins. Oh, we used it.
Ah, I see. Well, okay.
Oh, we
I
used it.
I would ask many more questions, but yes. Welcome to Germany. Uh, you'll see. We have. I'm still flustered by that fucking joke you made, man. But yeah, um, basically, if you follow the roads, there are you'll get pointed in the right way to up to Sassnitz. Just don't cause any trouble, and just be on your way, and
Um,
hope have a good passage back to America.
well, the one
Uh,
thing I will request, especially now that we're back in, Allied territory, and um, because like we conveniently got here at the end of the afternoon shift. Are we, Gorm asked the guy, do we have your consent to, rest here for the evening?
yes, of course. There we have lodging is available. He'll like he'll point you in the direction of where you can park the vehicles and find somewhere to stay. I realize I'm like gesturing with my hands as if you could see me, like making like the motions of like a traffic
Well,
person.
quoting Marty, I'm just walking around right now, so I wouldn't have seen it anyway.
It's all good. I realize how ridiculous I look in here. Sitting here explaining it. But yeah, you're pointed in the direction where you can park the vehicle safely and find some, place to rest for the night.
Oh, I've got myself pointing at the screen while I was on a phone call or in just a voice call and no camera, and I found myself pointing at the screen. It's really bizarre when all of a sudden you get that self-awareness, like, what the fuck am I doing?
The joys of playing an online game. But yeah, you're able to
Yes.
find lodging for the day, and
All right.
buy and get some food and whatnot.
Oh, I mean, is the food, provided by them, so we don't have to subtract for our rations?
Yeah.
All right, even better. And so hold on. Yeah, and then Gorham tries to make small talk with the with the Germans, because yeah, I mean, there's a whole like joke about like, oh, like Germans have no sense of humor. Um, she says, you ever hear the legend of the pirate who murdered his wife and buried her by his treasure?
But
The
no.
Germans look at her like completely humorlessly.
She says, his ex marks the spot.
And the Germans the corners of his mouth slightly move upwards, and then he goes back to his stoic self.
I was about to say, man.
That's why I'm good one. Yes. I bet you've got more jokes like that, huh? I know.
Oh, like you would not believe, she says with a giant like ear-to-ear smile. Because, for example, I mean, like how we're all apparently traveling on like a big boat back to the United States. Makes me think of something. Noah's Ark, right?
Yeah.
Of
Do you,
course.
do you know how they found out that Noah brought bees aboard the Ark? They checked the archives.
You're good with wordplay, yes.
Yeah, it's like, well, speaking of that,
Right. Come over here.
yeah, it's
This
like,
is a very
it's just
That's
like, yeah,
really good jokes.
yeah, it's like,
Und bring Franz as well. A
No, I
little
meant
bit of humor for today, yeah?
well, last joke from Sarah Cameron was saying, it's like, well, you said wordplay. It's like, I mean, here's a good example. It's like, I don't get why people say age is just a number. It's clearly a word.
And the German looks at his friends. Okay, we've had enough laugh for today. Go back to your post.
Thank you, thank you, Marty, for for that.
I figured if anybody can do it like a super thick German accent, it's me.
Yeah.
I just posted a GIF that I mean, at least probably represents Martin in that situation, but
Thank you. But yeah.
And Martin gets into a conversation with the Germans very seriously and trying to find out if they know if there's anything left of his homeland.
oh, good point.
Uh-huh.
So he's like any news from the West. So and this is where I look at the GM.
Yeah, of
This is
course.
your world. This is
Yeah.
your world.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the Netherlands. From what we understand, again, like most countries, has suffered some damage. Last we heard, um, you know, hasn't completely collapsed. Kind of, in turmoil, but if you're headed back there, I'm sure you'll be able to find someone who can take you back there if that's the way you're headed.
I was more
Yeah.
thinking, is it even worth going back there? Is there
Mhm.
anything left?
Um, Country is in turmoil.
It doesn't say. I
Um,
checked.
yeah. I mean, just so some parts of the country would have been damaged, like you
Mm-hmm.
know, like how Russia attacked Ukraine, IRL. I doubt it would have been wiped off the map,
Mm-hmm.
but like most countries, it's probably a lot of turmoil, a lot of upheaval, and so probably won't be the easiest to get back there, and you'll probably have a hard time like actually finding your actual home. So you could go back there, but they can't tell you exactly for certain. And I will, I'll look up some stuff for the like earlier editions to see if it
Didn't
said
those
anything about the Netherlands.
didn't those fucking Canon Plus guys in the Milsim History Channel server? I mean, the Twilight 2000 server. Didn't they come up with a supplement? I mean, that might be in there.
That is true, and I have that one. I just have to look through it. Yeah, I'll take a look through that in between the sessions, Marty, and I will get back to you
Okay.
about how the Netherlands is fared. But
Okay.
So, so I guess we keep driving because theoretically, I think depending on how far we can get, we could probably get to Sassnitz by the end of the day. I mean, unless something else is going on, but
mm, um, yeah. So I'll advance the time. So it's around it's like 6 p.m. So it is the evening shift.
well, no, we decided
Um.
to sleep here for the evening shift,
Oh,
or like
right.
rest
Okay.
here, so we would be hitting the road at dawn.
Yep. So it is now 16th. So the world is your oyster. Or like the traveling is.
Gorm cheerfully bids the Germans farewell and thanks them for their hospitality, and then gets back in the car and keeps driving. I mean in this case, because on one hand, now that we're in Germany, those guys could theoretically give us directions. So does that still mandate a roll, or?
Nah, I'll say that, you are directed and you do see that there are like um there you as you get like closer, you do see that there are like NATO troops like posted along like the roads and like vehicles
Oh,
and
so we
like
can just ask them for directions. All right.
yeah, they're
All
like,
right.
leading you
Perfect.
like straight to it.
All right. Well, so needed movement. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the end of the morning shift. And then the afternoon shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, we have exactly enough to get there.
Nice. So cool. Something that you will see, like as
Oh
you're
yeah,
moving
I should
through
have asked if there are any.
the Sassnitz. Yeah.
Sorry.
So I'll pull you back for a second, just like so halfway through the shift, like you'll get there, like nothing will happen, but just something you like see as you're passing through the town. Um, you see that as you're passing through, good, Gleefswald, I believe, pronunciations, but
Welcome to Europe.
yeah, as you're passing through this town, you do see that it's kind of a you know there's a port. There are a lot of like fishing boats and like rowboats and stuff. Something you also see kind of as a more like grim note is you see that several people have been like um basically they've been caught and they've been hung from like trees, and as
Predators.
like each
Oh,
well, it's more like each of them as like you pass by and you see that they're wearing like basically like something around their neck, and like when you ask about it, because I assume you would, it's basically like what they're wearing says water thief. That they've been stealing like water from like water is like in a short supply around here just from the recent like
ooh.
like chemical attack issues they've had.
One thing we need at
And
Rama's
this
advice
is
is
what
bought more.
yeah, this is what happened. Basically, these like men hanging from the tree is like a stark reminder of what happens if you try and steal more water.
Really
So
noted.
I'll I'll have everyone take a point of stress for like seeing that, because it's kind of like a very like grim kind of like stark
Is that one
reminder
of the
of
events
like
in the book, by the way?
it is actually.
Oh, cool.
Well, it's a like it's a version of one. The one in the book
Still.
is you take 2 stress from it.
All right, well, even
So it's
better.
like
So,
really bad. Yeah. Yeah, everyone will take a stress from saying, you know.
okay.
Mm. But yeah.
It's a little funny because I've shot up a Polish Nazi, with high explosive grenades, but this is what gives me stress.
I mean, you can all make a like a cuff
CUF.
roll, just like a
Okay.
regular
Okay.
like a CUF roll
Does
to try and
unimorale
like
apply?
resist it.
Does
Yeah,
cuff?
you
Here, just roll unimorale.
when you open up your character sheet and you go to like the combat tab,
Mm-hmm.
That first
you
one was
see that
Gorm.
Coolness under fire. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
no,
yeah,
roll unit morale because it should be
yeah,
A.
roll unit morale because you're like around your buddies or
Okay, so
around
what do I
your
do? Unit morale?
Yeah, just roll unit morale. It should be A.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, yeah, especially I don't know who that was, but
That was me.
all right.
Yep. And and basically if you got a success, it'll negate the stress. So
Did I have a success?
Yes, you had 2 of them.
Yeah, if it's a 10 or higher, it counts as 2.
Oh, okay. Okay. Elegant solution. However, the point that there's people stealing water is, that would be stressful.
Yeah.
And the fact that there's not enough of it,
hmm
right? Because otherwise they wouldn't be hanged.
Yep. And like obviously from like from seeing this, obviously there's a water ration in effect, so everyone gets so much a day, and that's all they get. And if you try and take more, then
Your host. So, well, good to know. I mean, we have our own water, but so
Sassnitz.
Yep. Sassnitz ho. Um, so yeah, we get there. Sun's starting to set, I'm guessing, and what does the scene look like?
all right. This is one of the ones that I was working on last night when I did the the one more check-in. That I think it turned out pretty well. Like some of the tiles are kind of like weirdly put together, but I think it turned out okay. Besides like some of the kind of weird edges, but yeah. So you're actually be entering from down here, but same difference.
So when we get there, I mean, do we just see like one ship, or is there like a fleet there?
Um, there's like a small fleet, so there's several ships there.
Okay. What's the largest one?
Okay. So, funnily enough, when I was going through the hostile water stuff and looking at the different watercraft, the ones that you guys can actually use are like patrol ships and like special operations craft. They don't actually have like for like the PCs to actually like own and operate like a big like transport ship. They're just supposed to be
This is like a narrative
like
event, essentially.
they're just there basically. Which I guess is okay because it's like they don't want you to have to manage like the giant ships, but at the same time, it's like
Yeah,
you
more
really
importantly,
didn't.
like what the fuck are you gonna do with it? Because like a big cargo ship, for example, wouldn't have any weapons. So
Yeah, but yeah, there are a couple that you see. The ones that I put on the map are like patrol ships and kind of like the smaller craft, but there is like a big like transport like ship there. You know, just imagine it's there that is there like sitting that used to be part of what it says so in the thing because they used to be part of like the Air Force carrier, the USS Eisenhower, I believe. Like it was part of the fleet that accompanied the Eisenhower, I believe. That kind of pulled off to come and get everybody. But yeah, you see that that ship is waiting, and there are a bunch of smaller patrol boats that are in port and are every so often like leaving to make rounds and like come back and stuff. But yeah, you've made it to Sassnitz. Congratulations. And
Yay.
yeah, you get that little the achievement sound on the Xbox or the PlayStation. Speaking of PlayStations, did you bring the PlayStation and the TV
Yes, of
Oh,
course.
actually?
I
We're bringing.
absolutely. I'm guarding that with my life. I'm gonna
Listen,
stab anyone
what are
that
we
comes
going to be
near it.
doing on the sailing back? Obviously, we're going to be playing hockey all the way back.
I love it. But yeah. So yeah, you'll approach and you'll see a there is a checkpoint there of American soldiers and NATO personnel. And yeah, as you approach, one of the officers will come over.
I mean, are they actual officers or just like NCOs?
Just NCOs. I just put down, well, they're like the MPs, so like military police,
Okay.
like NCOs, that type of stuff.
All right.
But yeah, when it'll come over,
Gorm
Yeah,
rolls
you'll-
down the window, smiles.
hi there. Are you NATO or forces? NATO or U.S. forces? Sorry.
U.S. forces for the most part.
All right. So how many are with your group?
Let's see. We have 6 PCs. Rabbit, Robert, and Edwin tagging along as NPCs. So I think 8 total. Oh, Henrik. We have him, so 9.
All right, 9. Any sickness, any illness among your group?
Nope.
Not anymore.
Have you traveled through the
I'll
any of the
point
contaminated?
I'll point at some of our crew and I'll be like, they're a little sick in the head.
Thank you. I wasn't asking about mental illness, but shall be noted. Um, have any of your crew traveled through the contaminated areas? She'll list them off.
We have, though our vehicles were fully sealed, and also I'm assuming because hold on, was the fucking what was it? That gas cloud was before the no shit, it was after the checkpoint. Well, Gorham says, I mean, we did pass through a very brief section of it, but our vehicles were fully sealed, and we do have the proper like we know the proper protocols and the symptoms of the chemical weapon, courtesy of past experiences. She says, kind of cryptically alluding to the whole arrangement with the CIA.
All right, great. Any other things you wish to declare now?
Well, I mean, are there any? Well, I mean, I have several questions, but I mean, I don't know. Should I ask them here, or should I ask whoever's, at the head of the hierarchy? Or is it a case of I can ask you and then you can relay them to your commander?
You are free to ask my commander. There is someone above my head. I
Okay.
can, so I can shoot them a message, just say that that you're going ahead to go talk to them, if you
Okay.
would prefer.
Yeah, I mean, well, because I just want to. I mean, I would hate to waste your time and your commanders and my friends by just asking the same questions to one person and then having to ask them again to somebody else.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. All right then. I think that should be it. She'll write you out like a pass to go through the other like checkpoints.
Yeah,
Write it off.
because basically just to voice my intent, like Gorham definitely like she intends to find out like what possible caveats there might be for us to be able to board the ship and go home, but I mean, like again, she doesn't want to necessarily ask that to somebody who doesn't know. She basically just wants to like, hey, can we get access to go talk to that person?
Yeah, of course.
So, who is the commander and what is her rank and where is she? Where is the person?
Yep. I
Like,
actually have my little list of names that I've wrote
so you
down
did
for
heed
the
my
session.
advice.
Yes.
Kudos to you.
Yeah, I'll just choose an American name. Yeah, I'll do Clayton Evans. Not sure what rank. It's probably a sergeant. Sorry, the rank thing always trips me up when I'm trying to.
Well, they have a chart in the player's manual of ranks.
Yep. Yep, I'm just gonna use those, and I'm not gonna worry about like being picky about, the naval ranks because, quite frankly, that's just
Yeah, I
it's
don't
too
quite
much
remember all the naval
minutia
ranks
that
myself, so.
only
I mean, you
diehard
just know that Lord Farquaad
Milsimmers
and his
like.
Milsimmers friend, yeah, that they would have that like burned in their memories. But anyway,
Yep.
so I mean, it could be, I mean, maybe like depending on NCO or not, but you also have to wonder how many officers are actually still
I'll just
alive
say.
and or active.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, I'll
did you call
just
it when there's
so
guys
pretty.
who want to go like really ultra realistic with
Milsimmers.
roleplay? What's
Also
that?
C, losers. What?
No, but you use the name for it, like hyper
Milsimmers.
realistic. Mil Summers?
Milsimmers.
Milsim. Yeah.
Oh, Mil Summers. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. So this may change when I'll look into the ranks between sessions just to make sure, but um the commander who, pretty high up there under the rear admiral, who is, he's here like, overseeing other things. Eventually you may get to talk to him, but you'll be talking to Major Clayton Evans. He's in the administrative block. She'll give you directions, and it'll be over here.
I'll just make a little mark of
And
it with an X just so I know there's some significance there.
yep. I'll put down the standard NPC, and I'll update this between like sessions and get
Sure.
a proper like image for him.
Sure.
Uh, I'll just put this down for now. That works. But yeah, yep. So she'll write out like, there's this many people in this group. Describe your vehicles and whatnot, and she'll hand you the slip, and you're free to go through to the administrative block.
Okay. And
Okay.
she's, Gorm thanks the sergeant or whoever, and will sort of give like a hand signal for like everybody to follow her. So.
Yep. Pull you guys over.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're kind of like pulling up in this little plaza area.
Yep.
Something weird I noticed about this map is that all the hexes are fucking vertical and these ones are horizontal.
Yeah.
I'm not faulting you for that. That's just
Um.
something I've kind of observed with that map, and I don't know what the hell Free League was smoking when they made it. So.
Yeah. Well, this tile specifically is like for it's a specific scenario map.
Oh, I
I
know.
just
I'm just
chose it
saying
because
that.
it's yeah.
No, I know. It's a good map. It's just weird the way they set up the grid. But anyway.
Yeah. But yeah. So you'll here's your tokens because I just didn't put the NPCs on there, but quite frankly, they're not that important compared to the
Yeah, I can just stay behind one of the vehicles. It's fine.
important as the party. So yep. So you arrive at the administrative block, and you present the identification slip. You're escorted inside, and yeah, you see Major Clayton Evans sitting at his desk. He'll stand up and say, well, good is it evening? I
Yeah, it's evening.
closed
We
the
arrived
calendar. Yeah.
at the start of the evening shift.
Yep. Well, good evening. Welcome to Sassnitz. I'm Major Evans. It's nice to meet all of you. So, do you have any questions for me?
And Gorm says, "Yes, sir. I had just a few. So the first and most obvious one," she says, she kind of looks to, I mean, obviously Arthur and Martin are obviously not in United States like military fatigues, and I mean, obviously, well, And then obviously you've got Finson who's in a ghillie suit, but still U.S. fatigues. She says, so I mean, as I said to the sergeant initially, not our whole group is American. Would they? I mean, we just have 3 additional people. Would they be permitted to embark on the ship?
Well, at this time, yeah, we have no issue with that. For what I understand, for what it looks like, I believe most in your group they are NATO aligned, correct?
Our entire group
You know,
is NATO aligned. We don't have any
yeah.
Soviets or anyone.
Fuck the Soviet.
All right. Well, that's oh, that's good to hear. And yeah, at this point, we have no issue taking back NATO personnel as well. Um, so our current our current plan of action so far when we leave Sassnitz, we'll be making a stop in the UK to basically refuel and if patch up any big like damage, if we suffer any before we make the final trip back home. And we plan to land to our first stop back to the United States will be in DC.
Worm's eyes kind of widen
Um,
a little bit.
yep. But yeah, at this point, there is no issue with your friends going on.
Okay.
We've, we're starting to get people arriving, and yeah, it's kind of a, you know, you get put, basically the people who arrive, you get to put on a list of names. You put on the ship first, and then
Oh, so it's
it's
basically first
basically
come, first
first come,
serve.
first
Yeah.
serve.
Okay.
Yep. That
And
that sounds horrible, but at
uh,
this point,
yeah,
it's
I understand
whoever
begrudgingly, but
race against time.
right. Well, actually, that does. Well, first, I mean, so the major did answer my second question because I was going to ask where's the ship going, but or where's it going specifically. But Gorham was also going to ask, do we, um, what exactly is the mission with the ship getting back? Is it just to get back home and then just kind of figure out what to do with all the personnel later, or is there something we're going to be expected to do when we get there?
Um, well, the main orders from the rear admiral at this point is pull back basically any personnel we can from Europe to get home. Um, you know, we've had spotty reports of the current situation of the United States. Right now, from what we understand, the government is fractured into civilian government and military government.
Oh shit.
And we're hoping that by yeah, we're hoping that by bringing back some of our troops, we can start patching the rift between milgov and civgov, and trying to put back the pieces of, well, what's quite frankly a shit show at the moment.
Gorham kind of rubs
Pardon
her
my
gloved
language
hands together and
on
says, "No,
this.
I like where this is going." Well, I mean, first of all, he outranks me, so I don't know why he's apologizing to me, but um,
Well, it's just for saying like shit show,
oh
because
well,
well, I
yeah.
better not
Well,
curse in front of a lady, that type of
and
thing.
no, she says, "Oh, none taken, sir." Um, and but she Gorham rubs her gloved hands together. It's like, yeah, I like where this is going in terms of the sound of like, trying to reunite the government. Um, especially if it's fractured. And she says, like, she turns to everybody else, and is like, raises her eyebrows. I like where this is going. In terms of a peacekeeping opportunity. So let's see. So, we covered where the ship's going. Covered the NATO personnel. Covered what they're doing. And then the last thing I'm thinking of is there any kind of bill to be paid for boarding the ship? Like, I mean, are we going to have to surrender anything, or can we just keep what we are equipped with? Like, I mean, and also, like, are we able to bring the tank back with us, or is there not a room on the ship, or what's the protocol for that?
Unfortunately, at this time, there's no room for your tank. It looks like it's been well loved, but there's
Yeah,
no
Gorham
room on the transport
turns to
vessel,
look at
unfortunately.
Martin, like, just slowly spins around on one foot. Very genuinely sad look on her face.
Exactly.
Ray will sort of affectionately pet the tank, and with tears in his eyes, will be. I can almost still smell the bits of flesh from those guys I crushed.
And you were calling us on
Oh my
like second
God.
ahead? Jesus Christ. Oh my
I'm
God.
just gonna break a piece of the tank so when I take it back, and we can just always have a piece of the tank with us.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna just take one of the bullets from the belt of the tank and make a little necklace out of it.
Oh, well, let's just take one of the Sabbath rounds and just sleep with it.
Gorm looks at you, he's
I
like,
don't
if
know if
that's your
that's
type,
safe or not, but
I won't judge.
Yeah, have it under the pillow, and we'll get visited by the tank fairy.
And she's like, or better yet, you plant it in your backyard and it'll grow into a tank.
Yeah,
I
we'll
was
do
just
that
about
once
to
you
say
reach
that.
Texas.
It's a tank seed. You plant it and it grows.
Can we
It's
take
like a
all
pineapple
the
tree.
powder out of the shell and spray it across the garden and then grow it, and then it's like a crop of tanks?
It just sounds like salting the earth with extra steps, man.
But anyway, well, yeah, Gorham. Anyway, looks back to the major, kind of with a sort of like, well, what should, I mean, is there anything we need to do? I mean, obviously the tank can't come, but I mean, is that it? Are other vehicles able to come along?
Yeah, they'll be able
Okay.
to bring the smaller vehicles with
Okay.
you.
I'm not mentioning this to him in character, but before we board the boat, we are absolutely going to need to move all the gold out of the tank.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that at some point, you would have found like the big, like giant, like crate, like the wooden crates that have like no markings on them. That's how you're moving the gold, and yeah, you'll be able to do that because
Well,
why not?
because here's what we could do is basically like, drive our vehicles into like a shipping container or something,
Mhm.
just so they're hidden. But then we know which container it is, and then we can unload our vehicles when we get back to DC.
Yep, basically. Okay. Okay. So actually gonna make a note of this. Um, so the proposed leave date will be um June 15th. So
A month?
about a month. Yeah,
Oh,
about a month from now.
I thought I thought it was
Oh wait.
you said it was leaving at the start of the month, right?
Yep, I forgot. I
Is
misspoke.
it exactly June 1st or?
Yeah, it'll be June 1st.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, not the 16th.
Well, because uh, like the major says that, and Gorham's like, for some odd reason, every June 1st I feel dismayed.
And that silence here is pretty much the major's response.
I missed the joke, I think. So I was just like,
Dismayed. Every June I feel dismayed.
Every June 1st I feel dismayed. Yeah.
okay, now I got it. Thank you. But yeah, we'll be leaving June 1st. While you're here, just so you aren't like, sitting around, you're more than welcome to do that. But if you want to, help things along, speed things along a little bit, well, not really speed things along, but make sure we can get as many people here as possible. We do have a couple things that need to be done, around this area, around like, the area that people are going to be traveling through to depart. So,
Like what?
well, we have a nearby village, or like basically an encampment that nearby that's been severely contaminated by the X900, like contagion. We need people to basically head out that way and give some, uh, medical attention, and like it's basically an aid mission out that way to help. And you'll also be escorting some people so they can start like cleaning up the area to make it a little bit safer to traverse. Um, we need a group to take some. Basically, you'll be escorted by some local fishing boats out to find a. We have received word that there is a medical cache that was abandoned by Soviet forces, and we need to recover that cache because it has several doses of antibiotics, some atropine, which is like the anti like nerve agent drugs, basically a bunch of medical supplies that we desperately need here. And just like there's a couple like that's a couple like missions that you guys can help out on, just to like fill that time between now and the ship leaving.
Is it a case where we would have enough time to go out? Like, essentially, would they wait for us while we're doing these missions for us, and not like basically like we're out doing a mission, they're like, all right, we're gonna go, we're just gonna leave you here?
Yeah, they won't leave without you.
Okay, good.
You'll have the time to do it and come back.
Yeah, as long as we have time to go out and do it and then get back, then within like the basically like 2 weeks that we're waiting here, then yeah, I'm going fine with that. She asks, are we going to be, you know, fairly accommodated for doing this? I mean, like, will we receive, food and water rations? We don't have to draw
Yes.
from our own supply. Okay, good.
Yep. You'll basically be be back on the military's payroll essentially.
Oh, excellent.
Well, you won't be getting paid a salary, but you'll be paid in food and water and living
Well, we pay in
space.
life.
So
That's good enough for me. So,
yeah, I can't really offer. We can't really offer you money because money doesn't really mean anything anymore. But you know,
well, Gormastly, I mean, does it not matter here in Poland, or does it not matter at all once we get back to the United States?
um, I mean, it still matters, but it's definitely the thing of like, inflation is definitely, you know, what used to cost like a loaf of bread was like $1, now costs like 10.
Jesus.
So like,
So, out of character, does that mean that the gold would be worth more or no?
basically yes.
Oh, fuck
As long,
yes.
well,
Wait. So in this timeline, Trump is president?
No. This is the 90s. We're gonna be helping Dr. Ron Paul, Vegas. He's
oh
leading the
god,
opposition.
Oh, no, who was the guy who ran against Clinton in '92? The independent guy, Perot, or whatever.
Oh yeah, Ross Perot, the one that caused Bush the election that time. Yeah. Well, we're helping Ross Perot win.
Actually, Emily, did you establish that in this timeline, Trump took a bomb to the face, or?
yeah. I'd already established early on that a bomb was dropped right on his giant tower and his golden toilet, so he's been wiped off the face of the earth.
And New
It was
York,
the biggest bomb ever.
that's an acceptable trade.
It was the biggest bomb ever.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever been bombed with a bigger bomb.
In his honor, New York City replaced the tower with a memorial park filled with porta potties.
Yes,
They
that
made
is
a
now canon.
they made a statue of him, like the thinking man statue.
The
That's
shitty
basically
The
man.
thinker.
yeah, it's Trump sitting on a toilet with a newspaper.
No, he's got a phone and he's
A,
tweeting.
a
Although
newspaper?
Twitter doesn't exist in this.
He,
So.
he can't read.
He's looking at the
No,
pictures.
You
He's-
Profefe. Hello.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
oh, no, he's just looking at all the pictures in the comic strips. Like, boy, I wish I could read this.
Yeah.
We don't have to continue on this, but like literally, like there's been reports that he needs like pictures in the like top secret briefings the military gives him. He wants pictures and graphs. He doesn't like reading.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god.
There's this whole myth around the man
It's-
that he's like so brilliant. No.
Mhm.
He bankrupted casinos.
Yeah. As much as I love to shit on the man, let's wrap up the
Yeah,
session because we're
anyway.
getting toward the end. But yeah, there are a couple jobs. I'll post them in the group notes just to like go into more depth on them after the session. But yeah, there are things you'll be able to do. If they take longer than the 2 weeks that you guys have, they won't leave without you.
Okay. A quick question
And
I have.
of course,
Gorham does not ask this because she's just not that kind of person. But are we? I mean, does the major offer any kind of reward for doing any or all of the jobs?
yeah, he'll say that yeah, if you want if you need any like additional weapons, gear, any type of like that, like they're willing to like reimburse you.
I
If you
mean,
like
You're back
or like
in
what
the,
type
in the
of like
service of the United
compensation.
States, son.
well,
There you go.
well, what?
Yeah.
Well, what I was mainly thinking about is that the angle that it just occurred to me that Gorham would probably try to pursue is, I mean, while she's obviously willing to do her duty for her country, she is also thinking about the fact that with I want to definitely create like a good look for Arthur and Martin and Henrik to potentially get them a better deal when they get to the United States. Because instead of being just foreigners that hitched a ride, they're like, well, these guys are NATO personnel who have actively helped, the rest of the U.S. forces get aboard the ship and leave. So maybe they would get set up with like citizenship or like like living conditions established for them or just some sort of deal. Or maybe like our group could get like an extra car or something, so certain people, if they want to just instantly go back to their home states, they can. That kind of thing. Like, is there like if there's some sort of reward that the guy could offer that would like I can't think of anything that would benefit us while we're here in Poland, but something that would give us an advantage when we get back to the United States is the kind of thing I'm fishing for. Which can be one or more different
Yeah,
things for that matter.
I would say that if you're willing to help out like over here, then yeah, they can definitely pull some strings and help once you get back to the U.S. Yeah.
Ice membership.
But yeah, that can happen.
Does
But
he
yeah.
make any offers for what that could possibly entail?
Oh yeah, he'll Major. God damn it, names.
Evans,
Major
you said?
Evans. Yep. He'll say obviously you'll receive anything you need here. For your friends who are NATO and are not U.S. citizens, if you would like, rather than take like an immediate reward here for doing these things, we could definitely pass along and get like if they wish to become if they want citizenship in the United States, and if you want anything when we get home, we can definitely get the ball rolling once we get stateside.
Yeah, because like the only things I can really think of like the three. I mean, obviously people can chime in, but like the three things I want to secure for us. Number one, like if there's like a banking system or like a bank in DC, like just so we can get the gold off our hands and get that money. Like, I mean, I'm not necessarily mentioning the gold, but like to Evans, but I just want to make sure, like I'm asking you, the GM, like, is that something we can handle? That's the first thing. The second thing, as I said, citizenship and better living conditions the um, the three European characters, and make sure they're not just like living in an alley eating gruel. Um,
Yeah.
and the third thing is, I mean, obviously in and out of character, we don't know what the hell's going to be going on when we get to DC. So possibly extra vehicles in the event that one or more characters wants to say, yeah, screw this, and just get going.
Yeah.
Like basically, yeah, like extra transportation, citizenship, and like getting in contact with a bank ASAP. Those are the three main things that I mean. I don't know how many missions you have, but maybe it's like one mission or one reward per mission or something, or just whatever he wants to do, however he deems it fair.
Yeah. Basically I've planned for about like a couple missions that you guys can do before you like, on the boat and start turning back. So yeah, definitely between the two, we can definitely like, get those stuff, like everything you want, like, they can definitely happen.
All right, all right. I'm gonna just for the record, I'm gonna put those three things in the group notes.
Yep. Thank you. But yeah, so you discuss that, work out those terms. So he'll say, any other questions, comments, concerns do you have for me?
I don't, but obviously anybody else who does, speak up.
Nope, I'm good.
Ready
Yeah, I'm
to call it a game.
All right. So, yeah, with that, I think this is a good place to stop. I realize we've gone over by like 15 minutes. I apologize for that, but yeah, you've paused the game. But yeah, you've made it to Sassnitz, and we've begun the process of getting you guys back to the United States. And I'm also gonna check the Canon Plus for the Netherlands information, Marty. Um, yeah, I got the PDF up and was like scanning it, and when I was scanning it, like, and I was like, like flipping through the pages real fast. I did not see anything about the Netherlands, but I will,
Did you Control F
read
to
through
do like a keyword search?
it. Let me do that. Control F. There. Zero. Nothing about Netherlands,
All right,
of
well, then
course
you might
not.
want to ask the guys in the server.
Yep. Okay. But yeah, I'll definitely reach out to them about it. But yeah, you can pat yourselves on the back, guys. You've made it, and we're, one step closer to getting you guys back to the United States for doing a US based campaign. Woohoo.
It's fucking exciting.
Mm-hmm. I can count on one hand the amount of US based campaigns I've seen that they've not lasted. I was in one that lasted all of 5 sessions before it
That's
got
5 more sessions than I've
canceled.
ever had.
Yeah. And it wasn't even that good because there's so many cancellations between those sessions that by the time it ended, it didn't even make any sense.
Well,
But
so like, what would be the continuing story then?
so you guys would get back in the United States. You'd arrive in Washington D.C. and then basically like trying to stabilize like MilGov and CivGov, or like they're working probably like the words probably the beginning would be trying to like stabilize like the relationship between like the military government and the civilian government. And
I have
then
some desires of stuff I want to do in that department.
and then after that, it would just depend on, you know, if you guys would feel that that would be like a good place to end that, or maybe like, there's more stuff to do in the United States, like, kind of rebuilding type stuff, but mainly just like getting back there and trying to like, stabilize things first is the like initial idea. But
Yeah, because the GM manual for this game actually does have not necessarily pages upon pages of information, but a pretty good amount of information about like what the situation is back at the U.S. and the timeline also has some information about like what kind of led up to the war and kind of gives a bit of a hint of how things are going. So like there's definitely stuff to do in the United States. I mean that's just and
Okay.
even not just in the government, but also like potentially like whatever states the characters are from might have stuff going on.
yeah, so there's definitely stuff to do. It's just like, deciding what you guys want to end up doing.
Okay, if there's a the issue between the MilGov and SidGov, then you're probably looking at elections, making sure that they're guarded or whatever. Groups that want to throw over the SidGov, groups that want to throw over the SidGov. Having to take care of those guys, whatever. Take your pick. There's
Yeah, that's assuming like the
Okay.
MilGov isn't like a dictatorship or something that we got to deal with, which
Have you ever encountered a MilGov that wasn't?
true.
Every
I mean, I
MilGov
haven't
is like
encountered
that.
many MilGovs at all, but I mean, aside from the one that we're gradually living in.
Think of the ones in South America.
Like like South American regimes.
Pinochet, Argentina, Brazil's not too far away.
Venezuela.
El Salvador.
Venezuela definitely kind of screams.
Basically, a banana republic. We're fighting against a banana republic military dictatorship.
Right.
Yeah,
Think of other military dictatorships.
Yeah.
Pol Pot. And
Yeah,
you can say that
and
was a
then there's
communist.
going to be people that are going to support him because they believe in a military strongman, right?
Exactly. Yep.
And the guy's also like, renaming days after himself.
Yep. Ceausescu from Romania. Good example.
And his wife with all those shoes.
Wasn't that Marcos? Lady Marcos?
Yeah, his wife had a lot of shoes when they
Yes.
finally got rid of him.
Yep. And now his son is in power. Imagine that shit. I swear to God. So you sometimes you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
So
It just writes itself. Anyway, sorry. Go
so
ahead.
as far as XP goes, if we're ending the session,
Yep, let's run through that, as I'm holding you over like half an hour by now. But
not quite, but still. I mean, we started
Yeah.
late too, so.
Yep.
Oh my God.
But all right, let's get started. Did you participate in the game session? Yes, all you did.
We're getting like a 5 default plus extra, right?
Yes.
All right, double
Yep.
checking.
No. We keep saying this. It's whatever the count is, minimum 5. That's
Yeah.
what we've said.
Yeah.
So when you say 5 default plus extra, it just makes it confusing.
Fair enough. I just forgot the phrasing, but hopefully the intent was.
Yep. The first one, did you participate in the game session? Yep, all of you did. Okay. Did you follow your moral code during the game session?
There wasn't really
Mm.
anything to decide on.
I mean, I'll be a paragon in positivity and kill him with kindness was definitely in effect, I feel. I didn't have to resort to buckshot bumper missiles.
So moral code. Did you risk or did you work toward realizing your big dream in the session?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. 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 Did you make a significant discovery or revelation?
Yes, I'd say so.
Yeah. I'll give that to everyone. Okay. Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind?
I don't know that any of us did.
Yeah, not really. I was basically just driving,
Yeah.
driving, and more driving. So
Yep. Did you perform a successful action with one or more roles related to your area of expertise in the session?
I mean, as a driver, I drove. So
Yep. Okay. Did you travel through at least one hex on the travel map that you had not visited before?
oh yeah,
Yes, several.
we entered an entirely new country for the first time. So well, within the scope of the campaign, but still.
Yeah. I'll give you an extra XP actually for visiting Germany for the first time. I think that's fair.
Do I actually get an extra XP for making Germans laugh?
I'll give that to you. Okay. Okay. Travel we did. Did you overcome one or more dangerous events?
Nope.
Using violent or non-violent means? Weren't really any danger. Did you risk your life with a PC who's your buddy?
Nope.
Didn't
no
come
danger.
up.
Well, I
Did you
mean,
make significant?
I don't
Oh,
think
go
this
ahead.
counts, but like we did do a driving course that avoided all the dangerous areas. But I don't know that that would count.
Yeah, it's more avoiding danger rather than risking, like trying to protect somebody.
Well, I meant on the previous one.
Oh, dangerous event. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think it probably counts, but yeah.
Unfortunately, no. I mean, I did like how you guys planned out the route, like after you found out about the contaminated areas. Yeah, I love the teamwork. um, did you make risk your life? Didn't apply. Did you make significant progress towards or complete your group's current objective? Yes, you made it to Germany, and you made it to
The rendezvous point.
the rendezvous point. And then nobody took a crit,
Yeah.
so
So
that'll
let's see.
be nice.
I got a total of 7 with 2 extras.
Nice. Okay, I will. Yep. If anyone wants to spend XP, feel free to. You can at this time. So not for now.
All right, good night.
What did you have me
Good
use
day.
again? Unit morale or something? No, what was it?
0.
Survival.
Survival.
Alright, see ya.
0.
See ya.